celebrate the true reason for the season. Love, hope, and joy brought to us on that first Christmas night. Share kindness, offer forgiveness, and embrace the love that came to us that holy night. From the entire team at Edwards, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power.
Podcast of the Zone is at the Arkansas School for Math, Sciences, and the Arts for the 2025 Fall Esports State Championships.
All right, welcome in on a Dandy Monday here. This is a very unique one, to say the least, as we welcome you. And we've got a lot to talk about in the world of sports, but we are talking about esports a little bit today, too. We are here for the first time ever at the Arkansas School for Math, Sciences, and the Arts, and they are hosting the Esports Championship. So we are going to be watching as some of the best gamers in all the state of Arkansas, DJ, go head-to-head in some team competition. Splatoon is up first. And for those of you who are like me and don't know anything about anything, stay tuned. We'll get it explained to you on how this works and what's going on. So there you go.
This place is pretty cool. I got here and kind of did a little mini tour. I didn't know that a lot of here on this campus, these kids come from across the state, and they stay here, almost like a boarding type school.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? So they can specialize in, I guess, the areas that they excel in, which I think is awesome. They said Hillary Clinton founded this 32 years ago, somewhere around there. 30, somewhere around there. So, cool spot. I know a lot of, I know so many kids I went to high school with that would thrive in an environment like this.
We will get the details on what they do here and why they do it and how they do it and what's going on with the esports deal, too. So really a couple different facets to the whole conversation today. We are going to talk a little bit about Razorback basketball, a good performance in North Little Rock this weekend. We'll get Coach Cowell's thoughts on it. He's got a lot of good comments. He was on a roll this week. I had a chance to hang out with him a little bit on Friday night. They had an event at the Arts Center, and he did another speaking engagement over in North Little Rock, I understand. I didn't see that one, but he was great. He's so good with crowds, and I'm telling you, man, it struck me the other day as I'm sitting there listening to him talk. I'm like, I think they know, but, like, I hope Arkansas fans realize how fortunate they are to have him as their head coach. And, again, I'm not saying there aren't a lot of good coaches out there, because there are. But to have a legend like that take over your program at this point in his career, you can just tell he's thankful, he's comfortable, he's happy, he's confident in his team. You know, he's excited to be here. I think he'd love to win a championship. And you juxtapose that against what's going on in Kentucky, where they got blown out by Gonzaga, got booed in Nashville over the weekend, or I guess maybe that was Friday too. But, so it's funny how they were so ugly to him when he left town. And now they're all frustrated and angry about what's going on with the program, and meanwhile, Arkansas fans couldn't be happier.
What's his contract? Do you remember?
Don't know.
I feel bad for the guy that has to follow in his footsteps.
Yeah, look, there's a reason why he's
tough.
one of the winningest coaches of all time. He's one of the best for sure. So he's just fun. He's fun to listen to. He's fun to be around, and he's always super gracious, very patient. He's done a million of these speaking engagements, and yet every time he does, you can tell like he's happy to be there. He doesn't seem like he's in a rush. And he took questions from the crowd. He was really good. So it was a lot of fun. And then, of course, Arkansas went on and blew out Fresno State, so it was good. All right, so we got to talk about the playoff. I guess we'll start there. That's the biggest news from the weekend. And we'll talk to Trey Biddy at the bottom of the hour, get his thoughts on it, and also about the Ryan Silverfield staff building process. So we're continuing on with that. I'll tell you, I don't want to be ugly.
Let's hear it.
It's a fun day.
No, go for
I'm looking forward to seeing what a new special teams coordinator looks like.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Scott Fountain had his ups and downs. Let's say it that way.
Mostly downs.
Yeah, there were a lot of moments. How many times do we say we're not going to call it special teams, we're going to call it teams? A lot.
Every year.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Multiple
So there were a couple things that happened yesterday, for those who didn't see it, and they announced the playoff. And, again, hands are tied a little bit in that you have to take the 5 top conference champions as far as the rankings go, which in this case, and it'll probably never happen again in the rest of our lifetimes if they stay at 12, that they have 2 group of 5 teams in. So James Madison comes in as the 12th team, and then, of course, you got Tulane, who a lot of people started doubting. A lot of people started getting on the North Texas wagon. It didn't work out that way. Tulane had a little something to say about it. And so the situation is all set now. So James Madison's going to take on Oregon as the 12 seed. I think Oregon's got a pretty good situation, honestly, even though they have to go to Texas Tech in round 2 or play against Texas Tech in round 2. It's at the Orange Bowl. It's truly neutral. I mean, it's a pretty dang neutral site, so a pretty good setup for them. You got Alabama and Oklahoma in the first round, which is a rematch from earlier this year. And one of the reasons that Oklahoma's in, rather, is because they were able to beat Alabama. If they had lost that game, they'd be out, and Vanderbilt might be in, because they have very similar resumes outside of the fact that in a close game, you had Vanderbilt losing to Bama, and you had, or not real close, I guess, but competitive game, and you had Oklahoma finding a way to beat them.
Is Summerall, he's not coaching there anymore, right? He's not finishing out the year?
They are coaching, yes.
Yeah, he's finishing the year.
Yep.
And the James Madison coach, too, right?
Yes.
They're both finishing out the year?
And Morris.
Even though they've accepted new jobs?
Yep.
Well, that was nice of them to let them come back.
Totally different deal than Ole Miss, and we've already talked about it. Yeah, we did this last week. Tulane and Ole Miss are going at it in a matchup that is should be a mismatch, but we'll see. The winner gets Georgia in the Sugar Bowl, and then Miami and A&M, which it will not surprise me in the least if Miami beats Texas A&M in that game, even though Miami was one of the last teams in.
How is it different?
Winner gets in at Ohio State, against Ohio State.
You got a program that's not that great.
Did you do the show last week?
I'm just saying, I think the argument last week was you got your team in the college football playoffs and you're not going to – but now you got two teams that are in the college football playoff, and both of their coaches have already said they're leaving.
They're not going to a conference rival. That's the difference. We talked about this last week.
They're not making a lateral move. They're making an upward move, and everyone knows it.
Yeah, everybody gets it.
LSU is an upward move. It's not lateral.
Well, it's a little less incline than
it's
these
a
others.
conference. We don't need to spend any time on it. We have so many things to get to today.
All right,
we did this last week.
My bad.
I mean, we know why it's an issue.
It's the same.
It's not, DJ. It's not in anybody's mind but yours. Nobody looks at that the same way.
Fair.
And again, if you're a player, you got to understand that these coaches are going to move up if they get an opportunity, and you should not hate on them.
Then why can't they say the same thing for Lane Kiffin?
It's completely different.
That was not.
It is. Well, we're going to agree to disagree. I'm not going to spend any more time on it. We're going to agree to disagree on this one.
I agree.
Anyway, what we need to happen is, if you're going to continue the way things are going and you want to try to continue to play this game where these group of 5 teams are going to get into the national championship playoff, you're going to have an upset. So either James Madison's going to have to find a way to beat Oregon, or Tulane's going to have to beat Ole Miss. And if it doesn't happen, which none of us expect to happen, and I haven't seen the lines yet, I'll look, but we're going to have to do away with this nonsense. I mean, we can all agree?
Would we say Tulane has the better shot?
Yeah, I would think so, with a rudderless Ole Miss, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I'll be honest, I haven't seen James Madison play enough. I don't know. I do know they play great defense.
Mm-hmm.
So does Oregon.
Very, very disciplined team. That's true, Christian. Good point. Look, I'm not entertaining the fact that I think either one of those teams is going to be competitive in their games.
It would help the case, though, moving forward.
Absolutely. It absolutely would. So I don't know.
Do you think they would make any rule changes after this year if those two teams were to get blown out?
I would like to see a bare minimum of like a top 15. You have to be a top 15 if you're going to get in the playoff.
Yeah.
As a conference champion. I don't know. Maybe you just need to change it. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. If you expand to 16, maybe take some of this out of there. Again, I'm going to keep beating the drum of we should have a group of 5 championship or group of 5 plus 2 championship. I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but that's what I'd like to see happen. So I'm looking here. That's basketball. Let me get football up here. Okay, so here's your lines. We got Alabama is a 1-point favorite over Oklahoma. I love Alabama.
Yeah.
Miami is a 4-point underdog against A&M, which I'm not shocked. That line seems about right. It is at A&M.
It's on the road, yeah.
First rounds are true road games. Tulane is a 16.5-point favorite to Ole Miss, and James Madison is a 20.5-point dog at Oregon. The total in that game is 50.5. Again, if you're looking for defense, that's probably your place. So we all agree we like Alabama on the road?
Ooh.
Do you like Oklahoma at home?
I mean, they already
I think that
beat
could
them.
Be a game. Yeah.
It'd be hard to beat them twice. Is that what we're?
I don't think.
I think Alabama's usually edge is the Alabama factor of winning the game before it even starts, and I think OU. I think that's a toss-up.
Well, obviously, that's why it's a 1-point line.
Yeah,
it was a 23-21 game earlier this year at Alabama. So.
Yeah.
I don't think Alabama closed the season the strongest either.
Yeah.
With a close game to Auburn, which is a rival, and then getting blown out by Georgia.
Yeah, Oklahoma just doesn't scare me because they're so average on offense.
Yeah, they're not.
But they're great on defense now. I mean, you look at some of these scores. I was doing comp with Vanderbilt the other day, remember?
Oh.
They gave up 21 to Bama, 6 to Missouri, 17 to Auburn, 27 to Tennessee in a 33-27 game, and they lost to Texas 23-6. So they're playing consistently great defense, but I do worry about their offense. I mean, admittedly, though, Alabama did just get thumped. Listen, I'm taking my dark horse is to win the whole thing, and I didn't look at what the odds are, but Georgia is a team that I think is worth your time. They are plus 650 to start the playoff. Is that right? 650? 650, yes. With Texas Tech, they're tied for third favorite behind Ohio State at plus 230 and Indiana plus 250. In a neutral site rematch, you going with Indiana or Ohio State?
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
It didn't really occur to me until afterwards. I thought about it that morning, but I didn't wager that way. It was a home state game for Indiana. They played in Indianapolis.
Nice.
I don't know what the crowd was like, but longest shot is James Madison, plus 75,000. Then Tulane. Ole Miss is plus 2,500. Miami's plus 2,300. Oklahoma 2,000. A&M plus 1,400. Alabama plus 1,150. So Alabama more likely, according to the odds makers with Oaklawn. Oregon at plus 900. And then Texas Tech and Georgia at 650. So I'm looking forward to the games. We don't have to wait too long. It's the 19th, so we've got,
next Friday.
11 days. Yep, so bowl games are set, and most of the matchups are intriguing, I guess. We've got 10 SEC teams in. Notre Dame is not going to go to a bowl. They got their feelings hurt because they didn't get included in the postseason.
How soft is that?
So they decided we are not going to play. And they strictly suggested that it was because they felt like they got jobbed.
Are they done?
What do you mean?
Like pouting and complaining? You know how many teams are in the same situation that they're in every single year and finish out the year? That has to be a bad look. Like, you as a head coach in Freeman, how do you let that slide of saying we're going to sit it out because we didn't make it?
Yeah.
That's the biggest pouting temper tantrum I've seen at a program at that level. Do you agree with it, sitting out the bowl?
No. As a team, we've decided to withdraw our name from consideration for bowl game following the 2025 season, said their athletic director, Pete Bivacqua. We appreciate all the support from our families and fans, and we're hoping to bring the 12th national title to South Bend in 2026. It is a big baby, I'm going to take my ball and go home kind of thing. And here's my deal, too. As a fan of a team that was 8-4 and decided not to go to a bowl game, now they blamed injuries. They also had a coaching change. It sucks. I was really looking forward to going to watch Iowa State in a bowl game, but they've decided that they're not going to play in one. Kansas State's not going to play in one. Both of them are going to face a $50,000 fine.
Woo.
I'm sorry, a $500,000 fine.
Okay.
A $500,000 fine. And I'm like, I'm glad you guys got it like that. I'm glad you have so much money that you want to throw away $500,000 because you don't want to go to a bowl game. And again, I get it. It's an awkward time. You've got a transition of the coaches. You maybe do have some injury issues. You're losing some players. Like, I know already, my dad told me this morning, you saw a report that Becht is going to follow Campbell to Penn State. I'm sure that's how this works in a lot of cases. Just like we were talking about Ole Miss players will be going to LSU. Some of them will. Kansas State not going to play, and Baylor has decided they're not going to play there. My thing is, if you have a coaching change, I can almost live with it. But for Notre Dame, I don't really understand it.
At all.
Did Baylor have a coaching change? They didn't, did they? Isn't Aranda the longest tenured Big 12 coach now? I don't understand Baylor's excuse. I can understand Iowa State and Kansas State when you don't have a head coach.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of other teams that were 5-7 that declined it, and I understand why they didn't, because they thought their season was over.
Right.
So, but Notre Dame, kind of inexcusable.
I will say, though, here's the thing. If you're a 5-7 team and you're retaining a good portion of your roster, bowl practices are valuable, right? I mean, that was what we were always told.
Mm-hmm. Right. They said that their team dispersed and they've gone home or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
That's a neat. Yeah, I mean, with people taking so many classes online now, I doubt that a lot of guys did stick around afterwards.
Question of the day.
Sure.
I'm trying to formulate one around the college football playoff. Which way do we want to go with that? Do we want to go with
did they get it right or not? Yes or no?
No.
I mean, based off their hands
Yeah.
being cuffed,
Yeah, based off what they can do and what they chose to do.
I would say then, yeah, they got it right.
I agree. My biggest thing was I don't want Notre Dame in. And I'm not a Notre Dame hater like a lot of people, but their resume just does not stack up.
I'm a hater now.
I could have made an argument for, and it's funny because they talk about how the championship game didn't negatively affect Alabama. That would have been the team I'd have left out. Okay? You not only lost, you got smoked. And you lost 3 games.
I would have left them out.
Yeah, I would have left Bama out, and I would have probably put, someone else in. I don't know who it would have been.
Vandy?
I mean, I don't know. Vandy lost heads up to Alabama, so it would be hard to put them in over them. Same argument with Miami and Notre Dame. I am glad they put Miami in over Notre Dame. I could have been fine with them leaving Alabama out.
Texas over a 3-loss Bama?
But it's funny to me how they won't want to bang on Alabama for losing to Georgia, but they said BYU can't go because they lost to Texas Tech twice.
Just put BYU in.
Yeah, BYU.
BYU's resume is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I just think 3 losses, you're disqualified.
Yeah.
Especially in a year where we had so many 2-loss teams that were in the running.
Yeah, at least you were given a path to go, right? And that's my thinking. I mean, like, you had a chance to get in. But by that same argument, BYU did too. And they're clearly not on the same level as Texas Tech. That game was not overly competitive. And they got beat twice by them. So we know for sure Texas Tech should be in. Texas Tech should get a bye, and they did. We don't know for sure. I guess maybe the BYU should be in. But I think, it's unfortunate because you have a lot of teams that have good resumes. BYU. You have, Vanderbilt, and, we talked about a few others. Even at Utah, on a given day, I think could beat a lot of these teams, on a neutral site.
No Texas in that conversation?
At Texas, too. I mean, this same argument, right?
They did have 3 losses, though.
They had 1 bad loss.
That's true.
1 bad loss on the road, first game of the year against Ohio State. And I think that's the only reason we're not giving Bama the slack, because they lost the first game of the year to Florida State.
Right. Here's what Hunter Yurachek said. By the way, he didn't make any jokes yesterday.
Good.
He did poke back at Nick Saban, who was complaining that Hunter didn't answer all of his questions in their previous appearance.
Ooh.
But here is it was in a joking way. That was funny.
Okay.
Here's Hunter talking about why Notre Dame got left out.
And once we moved Miami ahead of BYU, then we had that side-by-side comparison that everybody had been hungering for with Notre Dame and Miami. And you look at those 2 teams on paper, and they're almost equal in their schedule strength, their common opponents, the results against their common opponents. But the one metric we had to fall back on, again, was the head-to-head. I charged the committee members to go back and watch that game again, the Miami-Notre Dame game, because it was so far back. And we got some interesting debate from our coaches on what that game looked like as we watched it. And with that in mind, we gave Miami the nod over Notre Dame into that 10 spot.
I will say this. That was a 1-score game, and there was a field goal difference, and it was at Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
still.
It's hard for me to knock, again, you go on the road and lose by a field goal early in the season, you don't lose again. I mean, again, listen, they lost on a last-second play to A&M. If they beat A&M, they're in the conference, they're in the championship.
Notre Dame's only lost her to college football playoff teams.
True.
Now, they didn't play anybody else the rest of the season probably. But
guess what? So did BYU. Guess what?
That's true.
So did Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's 2 losses are Georgia.
Yep.
Oh, no, that's not true. They lost to Texas. I take that back. They lost to Texas by 3 on the road.
Yep.
Or did they lose to Bama? No, they lost to Bama.
Bama
and
Texas.
Texas. Yep. But the Bama game was a two-score game, and the Texas game was a 3-point loss on the road. They were both on the road. So, again, Vanderbilt to me has as much of a complaint as anybody. They were clearly not even in the conversation. I don't think, again, Oklahoma's got a significantly better resume, but because they're named Oklahoma, I'll keep beating that drum. It's a name game. But I will say this. Did Vanderbilt say, screw you guys, we're not going to a bowl game we felt like we should have been considered? No. They're going to play in Tampa in the ReliaQuest Bowl against Iowa, which should be an intriguing game. And here's what Clark Lee said afterwards. He didn't cry about not being considered. He didn't cry about having a better resume than some of the teams that got in. He didn't whine about the system where 2 group of 5 teams got in. Let's hear from Clark Lee.
We happen to be on the wrong side of that in this moment, but that's no one's fault except for our own. We had our opportunities and we didn't do enough, and so that's the we are not victims in this process. We're our ownership is in coming up short. I think it's a reminder of how critical every moment is, every snap, every possession, and there's a lot to learn. in this season because we want to be back in these moments. But as it is, we'll spend time in the off season trying to get the system more into focus with where the game has gone. In the meantime, we're gonna celebrate the hell out of going and playing in Tampa and having some fun together one last time.
I love that.
They better pay him.
I know, he's a dude.
They better pay him if they want him to stay at Vandy.
I wonder how many of his guys will play in the bowl game.
I bet they all do.
I hope they do.
Not the whole
I hope
team.
they do. That certainly bucks the trend if they do. But anyway,
Pavia's got to play, right?
I hope so. I hope
He's
he does.
got to play.
I don't know, DJ. I don't know. Again, still got injury concerns, and what's the upside? At the end of the day, it's still a meaningless bowl game. Which again, I think there's some real concern over the bowl future and what's going to happen there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't know. Maybe you need to. I'll tell you what they should do. I don't know if they'll do it, but what they should do. They need to incentivize these games.
Agreed.
The Bulls are making money. They need to say, look, we're putting a pot out there of $500,000 for the winning team, $250,000 for the losing team. Everybody gets to split it evenly among the guys that are on the active game day roster.
Well, they've always incentivized the game because, when I played, even though if we weren't playing for a BCS championship, everybody was just pumped up. We get bowl gifts. I wonder what the Liberty Bowl is going to get us. What's the Cotton Bowl going to get us? Like, we look forward to it. We get like $500 in per diem. Awesome.
Well, things have changed. Now they want cash money.
Changed.
And again, the numbers I threw out there probably aren't even close to the amount of money that would move the needle for most of these guys. So, and maybe you make it a participation thing, like if you play. I don't know. I don't know how you do it.
Or you have a pot for the game, which goes to the winner.
Yeah, you could just do it that way.
That'd be fun.
But I think if you got to have some kind of participation amount.
Yeah.
That you're going to pay everybody $5,000, $10,000, whatever it is. Again, where that money comes from, I don't know. I don't know how much money the Bulls make, but I think that's what it's going to take. If you're going to keep these Bulls going and you want to get top-notch players playing, that's what you got to do. Hey, Christian, hang on one second. We're going to do a couple minutes here before we hit the break. Jason, will you put your headset on there? There you go, buddy. Jason Hudnall's joining us. He is the Director of Admissions. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All
Director
right.
of Admissions and Talent Development.
And Talent Development.
How about that?
That's two big hats to wear, sir.
Absolutely.
So how do you develop talent here?
That is a great question. So we as DJ mentioned just a little bit ago, we are the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. We have students from 61 of the 75 counties here on our campus. We are a residential public high school, and so we are specifically for Arkansas's best and brightest. So our students apply to get in here 10th through 12th grade. They go through a pretty strict admissions process in that, and then they get to come on board and take part in a number of courses, and just our faculty, the breadth and depth of the courses that we offer. We're not a great fit for everybody, but for those students that are looking for a little bit more from their academics in their high school career, then we could be a very good option.
Do you have teachers or administrators from other schools that are promoting for kids to come here, or the kids and their families reach out typically?
A little bit of both. We love it when we hear from high school counselors and they know, hey, I've got a student here, and where they are at, what they would like to have. They're not being maybe challenged in the way that they could be, and so they reach out. But oftentimes, Justin, it's really those families. They recognize that in their own student, and they especially, as Governor Sanders has brought in course choice and school choice in the state of Arkansas. I mean, we were really school choice before school choice was cool.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we were kind of the OG, are able to reach out to families. We have recruiters that go across the state, visit with students and let them know about the opportunities that exist here. And it's not in any way that we feel like we do a better job than what high schools all across our state are doing. I believe our state is really fortunate to have a tremendous amount of schools that are doing things the right way. We just are called to do two different things. While those schools are really called to teach students what they should know at every grade level, the state sets some minimum standards. We want to know, what could you know? What if those select students, those academically gifted students, what if they were placed in an environment where their faculty have a master's or a doctorate degree in the discipline that they're teaching? What if they're placed in a student body that students want to be there? They want to advance in those careers. What if you're placed in an environment that everything is done with an intentionality for gifted students to thrive? What could you know?
Right.
You got to be stretched and challenged a little.
Do you all have a competitive, as far as sports or activities that are part of the makeup here?
Absolutely. So we have a great partnership with Hot Springs World Class High School, and so any AAA sport that we do not have on our campus, then students are able to participate in that sport with Hot Springs High School.
Okay.
Now, esports, which we're here today with, the state championships for esports, we do have an internal esports program, and I think all of our teams got to the semifinals and just missed out, even though we're hosting the championships, and just missed out on getting to be a part of the finals. But we have been in the finals before. We brought home some state championships. We've quiz bowls and other AAA activity that we take part in, and we are the 7A reigning champions, quiz bowl champions right now. So we're looking forward to that this spring, defending that championship. But Hot Springs has been a great partner with us. And
do you guys have a separate mascot, or you guys do it by Trojans too?
We are not the Trojans.
What are
No, we are the Cyber Dolphins.
Nice.
Cyber Dolphins.
The Cyber Dolphins.
Okay.
You said 10th through 12th?
10th through 12th.
Have y'all come across a kid that's what people would call or refer to as like a savant, maybe like an 8-year-old who's just
prodigy?
Yes.
Yeah, so let me tell you about we have. Here's what's beautiful about what we do. We absolutely have a few of those students that are academically in that realm. But talent can mean so many different things, too. We are the Arkansas School for Math, Sciences, and the Arts. Some of the talent that we see in our music and our art programs are also something that students thrive here, that maybe they don't have those opportunities at their school. But another piece, DJ, so we have something called Talent Identification Program. It's for middle grade students in 7th and 8th grade. This year we have over 1,000 students from all across the state. They're not coming to school at ASMSA, but they're a part of our Talent Identification Program. They're taking the ACT in the 7th grade, and we've had students score 30, 32 plus in the 7th grade.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing what the talent that is in Arkansas, and many of those families, their student takes the ACT in the 7th grade and they make a 32, and some of those parents are just, what do I do with that?
Well, why are they 4 points short? Yeah, what
do we do?
I don't think that's probably the reaction. I hope it isn't. Parents, if you're mad at your kid didn't get a 36, you need to check yourself.
Hey, you got to get better. There's always room to get better.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, by the time they're in, 9th grade, maybe they get a 36. When they don't need to do it then either yet. So.
That's amazing.
But it's fun to be a part of admissions here when you see students that, man, they want to thrive. They want to be in an environment like this, and we've got faculty that we're able to recruit, and it's easy to recruit faculty here when their students are going to be the best and brightest around.
What's your enrollment?
So we have 250 plus, and that's really about where we are because of the number of beds that we currently have. Now, we'll have to, for every student that we accept, we have to say no to probably 1, 2, or 3 students because of the number of applications we have of students wanting to be a part of this opportunity.
Gotcha. All right, we're going to talk more with Jason coming up. We've got to get Trey Biddy on the other side of the break. We'll talk a little bit about a different kind of competition. It's called Razorback football. And they are the opposite of savants when it comes to football lately, DJ. So hopefully Ryan Silverfield's getting it figured out up there. I know he's continuing to hire staff members and
changing light bulbs.
He certainly is.
Yes, he is.
Well, they haven't looked too bright up there in a while, that's for sure. They've been living in darkness under a pall in northwest Arkansas. Hopefully they can clean that up. But we are surrounded by bright, talented people today. It's going to be a fun one. And I don't know a lot about esports. Jason, it's funny. You were talking about that in the breaks. Like, we're both old and we're like, I don't get it. But I think it's cool. And, we were talking to Bobby Swafford last week when he was going to talk about the high school championships for football. And for a lot of kids, this is their only activity outlet. Forget competition outlet. It's the only activity outlet. It's the only thing they do outside of just going to school and hanging out with their families. So I think it's really great that these are afforded, and it's also being celebrated, and they're getting a chance to showcase their skills here.
Yeah, absolutely. We've enjoyed having them on campus. Look forward to celebrating that. And, hey, Justin, if you're keeping score, I'm for it.
I'm with it. I like that. All right, we're going to hit a break. We'll be back in a second, and we'll talk to Trey Biddy on the other side. Stick around.
The Zone Hotline on 103.7 The Buzz is presented by Jim's Razorback Pizza with 2 locations, Highway 10 past Taylor Loop and just off the Morgan Mall Mill exit.
This is Sports Center.
Important results aplenty yesterday in the NFL. Let's begin with last night, where the Houston Texans took a major step towards their playoff hopes. It was a 20-10 win on the road in Arrowhead Stadium. The Texans are now 8-5 overall. The Kansas City Chiefs are 6-7 as their playoff hopes begin to fade fast. Packers take first place in the NFC North yesterday, 28-21 win over the Bears. The Bears dropped to 9-4 overall. The Packers are now 9-3-1. The Pittsburgh Steelers grab first place in the AFC North, 27-22 win in Baltimore over the Ravens. And the Jaguars, they take first place in the AFC South, a 36-19 win at home over Daniel Jones and the Colts. Jones tore his Achilles and is out for the rest of the season. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Car wreck? Call Rainwater Holt in Sexton.
888-8888.
8 for a fast response. 8 for results. 8 for Arkansas.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Is your yard ready for whatever Mother Nature throws your way? At A Caddy's Touch Landscaping, we make sure it is. Whether it's weatherizing your flower beds for the seasons ahead, building strong retaining walls to prevent erosion, or installing French drains to keep water where it belongs, we've got you covered. And when it's time to elevate your outdoor space, we build custom decks perfect for relaxing or entertaining. Call 501-794-2770 to transform your yard into a space you love, rain or shine. A Caddy's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770, where we bring the green to your life.
2026 is about to become the year that you discovered you like the way you look. What makes me say that is this. The Little Rock Athletic Club or the Little Rock Racket Club will let you join for 50% off the joining fee. This offer is good through December 31st. With all the variety they offer, workouts become fun. Your Little Rock Athletic Club or Racket Club invites you to join now. And in 26, people will witness the fitness, and one of those people will be you.
Lost in the legal jungle? Relax. You have a lion on your side. There's no one better to protect your pride than our pride of Legal Lions. For exceptional communication and exceptional results, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue. Lion Legal. We bite back.
From Central Arkansas to South Arkansas to Northeast Arkansas, across the state to Northwest Arkansas, you will find a Beechwood hospitality property. From the Haywood in El Dorado to the Hilton Garden in Jonesboro to the Doubletree in Bentonville and the Staybridge Suites just south of Baumwalker Stadium, Beechwood Hospitality has a room for you. Beechwood Hospitality is the leader in hotel property management in the state. Make sure you find a Beechwood Hospitality hotel for your next overnight stay.
Can't get enough of us on the radio? Follow us on Twitter at Justin Acri 7, at DJ 45 Williams, and at C Weaver 1037. He's had his finger on the pulse of Arkansas sports more than anyone else. You've heard him on Drive Time Sports for years. Now, he's bringing his talents to the zone also. He's Trey Biddy of hogsports.com. He's brought to you by Tiretown, Point-S and Benton, carrying all the top tire brands. There's no stress with Point-S. Check them out at pointstire.com.
On the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline, there is Trey Biddy. Let's bring him in on a Monday. Trey, welcome. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for having me, guys.
Buddy, always good. Sorry about being a little late here today. We're on the road hanging out with a bunch of esports superstars here in the state of Arkansas. So, all right, well, let's talk about the playoff before we dive in on Silverfield and what's going on the Hill. What'd you think of the committee's decision to move Notre Dame out and Miami in and also include Alabama with 3 losses?
Well, I think they finally got that right. I mean, for weeks they had it backwards with Notre Dame ahead of Miami, and so it made it look kind of, I don't know, contradictory, I guess, when they flipped it at the end there. It's like the whole reasoning is like once they're side by side, they got to look at the data point of the head-to-head, but it didn't matter before, you know, when they were BYU was really the only team separating them. So I think they got it right, but they could have saved themselves a little bit of headache by just getting it right in the first place. Obviously, BYU getting moved out with their loss to Texas Tech played a role in that. But I think overall they got it right. It is annoying a little bit to me that you've got 2 teams with, you know, 0 chance at winning the national championship. in Tulane and James Madison. But I do like the idea of having one of those teams in. It's just the ACC was just so weak, I guess, that but anyway, yeah, I think they ended up getting it pretty much right. I would have probably had Georgia as a 2 seed, given, if you win the SEC championship, you're a one-loss SEC team, then you should be a 2 seed at worst.
How do you balance BYU losing in its championship game for its second loss? Again, both losses to the same team that's a top 4, versus Alabama losing the championship game and it's like it didn't happen.
Because it's Alabama.
So
it's Alabama and a tougher schedule. I think that's what it comes down to is the strength of schedule that Alabama played. But yeah, that's what it is. It's Alabama. Of course, Notre Dame's Notre Dame. Notre Dame's got name recognition also, and they were bounced out. But
I wish they would strip the names off and look at the resumes, because that's the way to do it. And Vanderbilt, I think, got shortchanged a little bit too.
No question. I hate not seeing Vanderbilt in it after the season that they had. But I do like overall, guys. We complain about transfer portal and NIL and stuff, but guys, like Vanderbilt went 10-2 this year as a bonus, in addition to, Duke won the ACC, and Texas Tech won the Big 12, and Indiana won the Big 10. I love that. I love seeing some different names up there than just the same old every single year. So I think it's cool to see some different names up at the top.
I generally am for inclusion, and I've always liked the underdog story, but I think you make a great point. And when these teams get thumped in here, and if they do at least, we need to revisit that conversation, because here's the deal.
Oh, yeah.
Are we about competition, or are we about playing nice and inclusion? If you have zero chance to win, you should not be invited to the tournament. You have other schools that are more deserving with better resumes, BYU, Vanderbilt, Texas, take your pick. Hell, Utah would have been a better choice than either one of these two teams. They'd actually have a decent chance to win a game. So what are we doing? To me, it's a complete waste of time. And it's, again, until they get serious and go find a group of 5 championship that's separate from this, it's just a ridiculous thing. To me, it's the only place where you can play in the collegiate level where you have no chance to win a championship, because you're not competing against like competition when it comes down to championship time.
And you have removed a team that has a chance.
Right.
Notre Dame has a chance to win a national championship, and they are bounced because you got to have James Madison or Tulane. And again, the ACC, Virginia losing made it look uglier.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's.
But they needed this, Trey. I think they needed this. They needed to have it shoved in their face that their system is flawed, their bylaws are screwed up, and you have a pathway to have 2 teams that have no chance to play in your tournament, and there's only 12 teams in there. Now, if you want to expand to 16 and fix it overnight, fine. But if you're not going to do that, then you got to figure out a way to limit this access to G5s. And I am very pro small school guy. I'm Mr. FCS over here. But, what are we doing? It's silly. I love, I love UCA, but even in their best years, they're not going to go, beat Alabama for a national championship. Even the best North Dakota State teams aren't going to make a run through the FBS championship. What are we doing?
Would I be crazy to say that I would be okay with it if they're undefeated, no loss? Then maybe you get one G5 team in.
No,
I would say just.
I'm not.
I would say just remove the requirement that you have to be a conference champion, but include a requirement that you have to have one G5. I don't have a problem with giving one G5.
But what for? What's the point?
Just for the Cinderella story, I guess. But you're right. There's and the oddball chance that that there's some magical run. There's some magical quarterback or something. I don't know, but I don't like the idea of saying you have no shot at all unless we're ready to just move on and say, hey, And I think that's coming. I think that's coming down the road where it's just super conferences, and we'll get there. But
you made the point already, I think, Trey, because, look, they're the number 1 team in the country. They're undefeated. But Indiana, in its own way, is a Cinderella story. 3 years ago, they weren't relevant in college football at all. Now they're undefeated in the championship game. Exactly. Texas Tech, same story. They are Cinderellas in their own way. I think it's amazing that they have been able to do what they're doing, and it's going to be cyclical, especially with the amount of money that some of these schools are going to be able to pull together. I don't know if that it's good or bad for Arkansas, but I think you got your Cinderella covered. I don't know how many pairs of glass slippers we need to have at the ball, but I think one's enough. And it's to me, it needs to be a team that's got a chance to get out on the dance floor.
Something that would be really cool that you brought up, Justin, and it'll never happen because they'll never play this many games, but you were talking about having a group of 5 playoff, and you've been beating that drum for a while. If they had that and they had the winner of the group of 5 playoff play the winner of the Power 5 playoff or Power 4
That'd be a waste of time too. I don't think. Again, there's no reason to do that. And it's like saying the 2A champion in high school football in Arkansas should play the 7A champion at the end just because we like a Cinderella story. I am not trying to step on your toes. I agree with what you're saying. Theoretically, I like that kind of thing, and that's why we love the college basketball tournament. But basketball's not football. It's not the same thing. It's a different kind of game, and you're not going to get that. So it's a waste of time, and it's silly. And I used to be pro-access. Now I'm anti-access. Stop this nonsense.
What's Boise?
Stop the madness.
What's Boise? Boise State.
They're group of 5.
That's the only team I can think of in the past 30-plus years that
TCU.
maybe had a chance in a TCU.
Yeah.
TCU's not a group of 5. They're in
They
the Big
were
12.
when they were in the Mountain West, and they were a power then.
Okay, but I'll stay with Boise. When they beat Oklahoma in the BCS Bowl game, that team there was – but outside of that, I can't think of another team that could potentially give a run deep in – so I guess, yeah, I agree with you.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, anyway. All right, let's move on to Ryan Silverfield. And then, by the way, TCU's been in the Big 12 for 13 years. So they weren't relevant at that level 13 years ago.
Well, I'm saying when they had Andy Dalton around the same time as when Boise State was humming, they were a really good team, and they were in.
Yeah, I think they were good enough to win a game.
Yeah.
But those teams, again, they're not built from a depth standpoint and from a talent standpoint to win the national title. I just don't think they are. Again, there's going to be one every 10 or 15, 20 years
maybe.
Maybe
Wisconsin in the Rose Bowl that year, but I do think for the college football fan, the fan of a G5, I think it's probably good to have hope in their hearts that they can make it into. I just think I don't think it's crazy to have one of those teams. I just think it's a little crazy to have 2.
Yeah.
Well, and I'll add your thing too, Justin. As long as they're in the top 15 teams, is that fair?
I mean, that's what we talked about, as an option, but I don't know. I think they start with going to 16 and leave it at that, and then we'll see what happens. But anyway, whatever. We're joined by Trey Biddy. Ryan Silverfield's been a busy bee. All coaches who are taking over a new program has been. So where are we with this? And we got no Mateos, and we are getting a new special teams coordinator. Were you surprised by the Mateos move?
Not entirely. I was holding out hope because I like Mateos. I think he's a good coach. I like the idea of keeping
very popular.
One person on staff. Well, he's done a great job. I mean, you look at what he inherited on the offensive line and what he built, especially this year. Last year was difficult to put that line together, but this year was a vast improvement, I thought, up front. And not just that, but the younger guys that they brought in. So I'm not terribly surprised just because, you don't expect anything with a new coach. But we know Tim Cramsey will be offensive coordinator, Larry Smith at receivers, David Johnson, I'm hearing that could be finalized today, running backs coach from Florida State. Running backs coach, you need a good, strong recruiter. That's the most important thing, I think, with that position. Defense, Ron Roberts. I'm not surprised, but Arkansas fans have been hurt so bad they're just like they'll lash out at anything. But Ron Roberts to me is about as good as you're going to do as defensive coordinator. I mean, I don't think people really understand the contribution he has made in terms of being an innovator in college football with his mint front, his creeper philosophies, and some of the things that he does on defense are him. Kirby Smart has openly said they basically copy what Ron Roberts did, and Brent Venables uses a lot of that and of what he does, and some other coaches, some other notable coaches. So I think Ron Roberts is now. There's going to be a lot of changes. It's not I don't think any of these are official. I don't think they've. But when a national guy, Brandon Marcello or one of those guys puts something out, Matt Zenitz, they generally get that information from an agent, that tells, so it's almost official, like as it can be at that point. But, Arkansas will go to more of a hybrid odd front, is what they would call it, where you have, 2 4-eye defensive tackles, a nose guard, and a jack, which Arkansas used in the past some, especially like last year a good bit. But, that's kind of how he does things. So a little bit different type of recruiting, from what they've done in the past up front.
on him, Trey, and I'm not sure. You may know because anything can happen in college football. I know in 2020 he was at Baylor, and since then, now here at Arkansas, that'll be his 4th school in 5 years. What happened there?
Yeah, so his first head coaching job was at Delta State, which there's a lot of people in coaching communities that talk about, all the great coaches that have come out of Delta State, and a lot of them coached under him, including Dave Aranda and Pete Golding, 2 head coaches right now. For whatever happened at Baylor a few years ago, there was some kind of falling out with him and Aranda. I mean, they were like number 3 in the Big 12 in defense, in both like scoring and total, and he fired him. He fired him at Baylor, and they had a good defense, and they had a good year. The next year, Baylor won 3 games and had one of the worst defenses in the Big 12. And he went to Auburn, where they were solid on defense that year. He went to Auburn, and then I don't know what the circumstance was. I know that he had some kind of connection with Florida, with the coaches on staff there, but he went to Florida. And
well,
Florida
I read something at Auburn. He was having some, lack for a better word, beef with one of the other coaches on staff when Hugh Freeze brought him in for 1 year. So he was at Auburn for 1 year. Then he goes to Florida.
Then he goes to Florida. Yeah, Florida is the only place where they didn't have a good defense. The only place that he's been at. And, Florida maybe was just a train wreck anyway. But they did not. Now, one thing that they do is they force a lot of turnovers. I mean, Florida last year, 2024, I think they had 25 forced turnovers. I mean, compare that to Arkansas. I think Arkansas had 10 this year.
Yeah.
So if Arkansas can hold on the ball on offense and they can, create turnovers like he has basically everywhere he's been, that would be definitely a good thing to get in the positive in the turnover margin.
All right, Trey, we got to burn. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks for the time,
Okay.
and talk to you next week.
Bye, guys.
All right, catch Trey all week on Drive Time Sports 1052. We got to take a break. Be back in a second and wrap up our first hour here at the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. Is it science? Multiple sciences. Sciences?
Multiple sciences.
Yeah, it's not mathematics. Sciences and the arts.
And as we head in, I'm going to tell you about my friends in Greenbrier at Standing Firm Farms. You looking for a good holiday gift idea? Food always hits home. All right, so right now, if you head to their website at standingfirmfarms.com, you can go to the inventory tab once you get there, and you're going to see something called the Farm Hand Box, okay? $250, get you a whole assortment of meats, anything from the chuck roast to ribeyes. You got sirloin, you got ground beef patties, you got stew meat, even ribs, okay? So a perfect holiday gift idea. Now, beyond that, they offer so much, even up to a whole side of beef, okay? Locally grown, great product, none of that junk in it, as clean can get, and you won't beat the quality, especially when it comes to that bone-in ribeye. You got to give that a shot. Locally owned, 4 generations of farmers, the Gilmore family doing it right. Go support local and shop local. Visit my friends at standingfirmfarms.com.
Real independent, so your parents be bugging. But if you ever need a place to stay, come around my way.
Hi, I'm Nathan Schulman with Schulman Theaters, and I'm excited to invite you to the grand opening of our newest location, Film Alley Breckenridge. Now open, and we've built something special for you and your family. A place where you can watch the latest movies, bowl with friends, let the kids loose in the arcade, and enjoy great food and cocktails, all under one roof. It's more than just a theater, it's a place to make memories. Find out more by visiting us at breckenridge.filmalley.net. From our family to yours, welcome to Film Alley Breckenridge.
Hi, I'm Hunter Bell from Bell Chevrolet. Football season in Arkansas is one of my favorite times of the year. And I think we can all agree that game days are better with tailgating. Fourth quarters are better with game-winning field goals. And the best played games are better with teamwork. And just like on the field, Bell Chevrolet is better because of our people and their dedication to our customers. Shop Bell Chevrolet and bellchevrolet.com today. Together, let's drive.
In Arkansas, cancers of the lung, breast, prostate, and colon are the leading cause of cancer deaths. Yet simple screenings can save lives, helping doctors find and treat cancer early. If you have a family history of cancer, you need to start screenings even earlier, because cancer screenings can never come too soon, only too late. To learn more, visit cancer.uams.edu. Sponsored by this station, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and UAMS.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, if you've put off updating your bathroom all year, then now's the time to call Bath Makeover of Arkansas. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is a local company installing American-made products, including bathtubs, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is also proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Don't go into a new year with that old, outdated bathtub. Bath Makeover can install a beautiful, easy-access walk-in shower in as little as 1 day. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH during our year-end blowout sale. Receive half-off labor on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. Receive a bonus $200 Visa gift card with purchase. And call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH now for a free $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
You're back in the zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
All right, back at the Esports Championships in Hot Springs, and we're going to get Bobby Swafford on in the next hour, whether he likes it or not. We only got a couple minutes left at the top of the hour. We're a little behind there, so we're going to stick here for a minute. But I do want to mention that our friends at Oaklawn Anywhere are here to help you if you want to make some wagers on horse racing. DJ, when are they going to start horse racing again? That seems like it's a long ways off.
I don't think so.
Oh, is it Friday?
Is it Friday?
Wow, how about that?
Whoa.
Jeez, DJ, that's crazy.
Oh, man.
Yes, Oaklawn Anywhere is here to help you. So if you want to get involved and you can't make it to the track, Oaklawn Anywhere is here to help you. The holiday racing season starts on Friday, goes through January 4th, and then they will pick it up again for the classic season from the 30th to May 2nd. That's all with Oaklawn Anywhere, and I don't want you to miss out. I want you to take advantage. They have now, formerly a $150 sign-up bonus, now a $200 sign-up bonus. Use the promo code BUZZ26, BUZZ26, and you get a $200 sign-up bonus. iPhone, iPad users, search for the app, download it in the App Store, and use it till your heart is content. And we are looking forward to being over at Oaklawn on Friday. And again, take advantage of that new member sign-up bonus. I will mention also, Nancy Holtis planning to be back with us this year.
Oh, okay.
What we're missing? A sponsor.
For Nancy?
Yes.
Oh, it's easy.
That's
Gotta
it.
get it.
I know. We need one. So if you want to sponsor Nancy Holtis' appearances in the zone, we'd love to have you. You can email me, Justin at 1037thebuzz.com. I'll get you squared away. Or you can send it to sales@signalmedia.com. Sales@signalmedia.com. But you can send it to me, too. I'll be happy to forward it on. Anyway, we'd love to have her sponsored again so we can get her back on with picks starting on Friday. Help us. Help me help you. Help me help you. I can't give you Nancy's picks if we don't get her on the air. I can't get her on the air. We don't get a sponsor. All right, we're back here in a moment in Hot Springs. We're going to spend Friday here, too. Not at the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts, but in Hot Springs over at the track. We'll talk a little more with Jason coming up and Bobby Swafford after the break. We can recap the championship games from the weekend, look ahead to this weekend, and talk about the esports championships that are underway today. Splatoon everywhere!
Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Hi, this is Ted Upshaw from Accountable Roofing and Remodeling. Let us bring our over 30 years of experience to your next project. We are certified shingle masters, licensed, bonded, and insured. Are you one of the thousands of Arkansans who has received a non-renewal notice from your insurance company due to the age or condition of your roof? We can help. We offer multiple financing options from help deductible all the way down for zero down for the entire project. Call today for your free evaluation.
10 Fitness brings you Top 10 Tuesdays with The Zone. Each week, Justin and DJ will dive into a different Top 10 list and take your calls. Brought to you by 10 Fitness. Turn back the clock on gym prices.
This holiday season, we're thankful that you made Morning Mayhem and the Buzz part of your day. Happy holidays from all of us at Morning Mayhem.
People in the Metro got a good look at the Hog basketball team this weekend, and many say they are excited for what's to come this season. Coach Cal's team took on Fresno State in front of more than 11,000 fans at Simmons Bank Arena this weekend. This was the 26th time Arkansas basketball has played in North Little Rock, and fans were not disappointed. They easily won this one 82-58. And of course, up next for the Hogs is yet another top 25 matchup. They're headed to Dallas, Texas for a showdown against 19th ranked Texas Tech this Saturday. Tip-off is set for 11 a.m. on ESPN2. And the Powerball jackpot is inching closer to $1 billion. Nobody won over the weekend, so tonight's jackpot is up to $875 million. The cash option comes out to $403 million. This is the second largest prize this year. I'm Kara K's Jessica Rockwell for the Buzz Radio Network.
Tune in every Monday night at 7 for the Coach Calipari Show. Coach will break down each game and talk strategy. And it's all brought to you by Chris Crane Dodge Jeep Ram and the Big Lot in Benton.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Pretty chilly today and a little breezy too. Partly cloudy and a high of 45 degrees. Tonight, clear and cold, dropping down to 29. Some fog also will be possible overnight toward our Tuesday morning. Then Tuesday, mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 56. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Christmas isn't about what's under the tree. It's about making every moment special. Building memories that outlast the wrapping paper. Making the most of every acre. Teaching the next generation right. That's why Greenway is rolling out weekly offers on the gear that keeps you running and the John Deere gift that makes their eyes light up. This year, give a gift built for all things special to you.
Oaklawn is here for when you want real action, and the wait is over. Live racing is back. Every weekend brings big moments, big crowds, and your chance to feel the thrill of a big win. The holiday racing season begins Friday, December 12th, and runs through January 4th. Then, the excitement returns with the classic racing season, January 30th through May 2nd. It's racing, it's winning, it's everything you've been waiting for. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When you've thrown over 4,000 innings like I have, you know joint pain isn't a maybe, it's a guarantee. For you, was it climbing ladders or too much heavy lifting? Hey, we're all in the same boat. But surgery, that was never my answer.
Baseball legend Roger Clemens knows there's a better way. That's QC Kinetics regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself. No scalpels, no fake fixes, just real relief.
What I love about QC Kinetics, these are the most respected medical pros in the country that specialize in non-surgical therapies to get you moving again.
Don't mask the pain, fix it. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
I trusted QC Kinetics. You should too.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 501-214-5880. That's 501-214-5880. 501-214-5880.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Poen, founded over a decade ago by Daniel and Vanessa Ellison. They lease and sell trucks, trash carts, roll-off dumpsters, and street sweepers. Proud to be Arkansas's only authorized dealer for New Way refuse trucks and Timco street sweepers. Your authorized dealer for Galfab roll-off and hook lift trucks. You can get parts and service for all makes and models with technicians traveling the state to take care of you.
AME, it's the service after the sale.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Make your holiday shopping merry and bright at This Little Piggy in SoCo on West South Street in Benton. For the kids, This Little Piggy has everything from infant to tween, clothes, shoes, accessories, and toys they'll love. And at SoCo, treat yourself and check off your gift list with women's fashion from top brands like Barefoot Dreams, Free People, Aviator Nation, Spanx, Oncept, and Beach Riot. Plus stunning home decor and gifts for everyone. They even monogram in store, and gift wrapping is always free. One stop, no stress. This Little Piggy in SoCo, your holiday shopping headquarters. Visit them today in Benton.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment presents Coach Nolan Richardson when he joins Drive Time Sports every week with Rollin' with Nolan. Arkansas Municipal Equipment in Bowen. Find them online at ametrucks.com.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
I'm looking at us right now saying, you know what? I got a pretty good team. I've said it from day one. I got a pretty good team. We just got different things we're going to have to do to make this what it needs to be. Some of it's me trying to figure out stuff. Other stuff is the first battle you have is not with the opponent. It's not with the coach. It's with yourself. That's the first battle. And overcoming that, playing after you miss a shot or two, you can still play. It doesn't affect you.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.
That was John Calipari talking after Arkansas's victory over Fresno State, 82-58. Relatively competitive game in the first half, but Arkansas rolls 48 points in the second half and pulls away, holding Fresno to 35% shooting. They were 4 of 26 from 3. It's not good by any standard. A little more from Coach Cal. We've got a lot more we want to get to over the next couple of days, but he did talk about Carter Knox specifically. Hogs been looking for a little more from him. 11 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, and a steal with a blocked shot. So that was a little better performance, I think. Coach Cal still looking for a little more from Carter.
We got to get more from him defensively, more from him rebounding, coming up with loose balls, and then offensively doing the stuff you're capable of doing. Late in the game, he wants a force to that right hand, but everybody analytically knows 90% of the time he's trying to go right. We're in practice, we're telling him, you're not going right one time, you're going left. Don't care if you turn it over, miss the shot, you got to figure it out. And so, but like I said, he and I have talked. I just said, look, I'm doing everything I can, but I can't do it for you. He's playing good. I want him to be great. I want him to be the best offensive rebounder we have because he runs. I want him to fly up and down the floor so he can finish. I want him, when he's open, shoot balls. I'm not telling you not to shoot. But again, he's playing good. I just want him to be great.
That's what we want. We all think he's capable of a little bit more, too. So we'll see if he can get it out of him. If anybody can, it's John Calipari. I will tell you this, having watched Coach speak Friday night and then hearing his post-game press conference, obviously he's an ambassador for the game. He is, I'm telling you, he gets a group, man, and they eat out of his hand. I've never seen, or very rarely do you see, a guy who, when he speaks, need of a microphone, he's just up there chatting. Mm-hmm. I mean, and it is dead silent. Hear a pin drop, hanging on every word. Dude's a compelling speaker. He's a pretty damn good coach, too. He spoke after the game, in addition to all the things about this matchup, in general, because he's concerned about the sport that he loves. He talked about old guys in the game, and he joked about it with us the other day. He said, I got guys that are, almost 30 years old. I just really want to play another year, Coach. Just really love the game. He's like, yeah, you love the game. Come on. We know what it's about. You're getting paid. What are we doing? Anyway, here's Coach after the game the other night.
There are a lot of older gentlemen with beards playing basketball in college right now. There are. So you know, the one that's crazy is the guy comes in and he's waving to his kids up in the seats. And you're like, wait a minute, this guy got 2 kids. He's still playing college basketball. Crazy thing, he's using that for his first wife's alimony. And now he's still playing college basketball. Are we nuts? So now you have these kind of games and these kind of scores. That team is really old. My guess is, again, we're probably the youngest team in the SEC. We'll be one of the 3 youngest teams in the SEC. Those teams are old. Last year, every team was old in our league. They were old. And so now you're going to have those kind of things. And you're also going to have a team like a Fresno beat somebody because they got all grad students, seniors, and their average age is 25. And your average age is 19 or 20.
There you go.
That's amazing.
Alimony.
That's
Paying
wild.
your alimony out of your NIL money. Yeah, that's tough. Also, one last thing here. Well, 2 things. First of all, Arkansas's women got a win over Jackson State and a heck of a performance from Harmony Ware. How about 9 of 9 in a 77-46 win over Jackson State? It is the most a player has ever scored at Arkansas without missing from the field. 9 of 9, 24 points. Pretty solid. Now, I don't know much about Jackson State, but
still good.
It's a great day. Good for. I don't care if you shoot 9 of 9 on air. I mean, for most of us, that's not easy to do. Last thing, I checked it up and down. I looked at every angle. Arkansas didn't make the playoff this year. Sorry, guys.
Dang.
Yeah. It's a damn shame.
Was it close?
You know, turns out it wasn't that close.
Wow.
And the good news is the way these teams are turning bowl bids down, you never know.
You know, it's funny. It was close when you look at the point spread or the whatever at the end of the games.
Yeah, that's true. Do we ever add up like what the total was that Arkansas lost all their games by?
No.
I'd like to know what their scoring differential was for the year. Anyway, all right, we are joined by the incomparable Bobby Swafford. I mean, twice in a week is really an honor that we don't deserve. But it's good to see you, my friend. You got a lot going on today and over the weekend and then this coming weekend, too. And Jason Hudnell's joined us. He is a dual hat guy, director of admissions and
talent development.
Bobby, hang around this guy. You're going to get more talented.
I'll develop it anyway.
That's what he does.
If you've got it, I can develop it.
You can't develop nothing, so I'm a kind of a lost cause there.
Call that making chicken salad out of chicken scratch.
That's right.
Okay? I believe in you. So, give me quickly before we talk about esports. By the way, we've got a war of Splatoon going on up here right now. These kids are locked in. But anyway, what'd you make of this weekend? Some wild games.
Some wild games. Is there 5 championships at War Memorial Stadium? Started with the 8-man game on Thursday. Saw 74 points put up in that contest. And how about the state record 120 points combined to wrap things up in the 6A title? I know a lot of people are surprised that Shiloh Christian beat Greenwood. That's really not much of an upset when you watch those 2 teams play. Talking with some Greenwood fans this weekend, they were surprised they beat Shiloh during the regular season.
Okay.
They've got what you call bona fide dudes up front.
Yeah.
They've got 5 mountain movers that allowed them to run for almost 400 yards against Greenwood.
And they threw for almost 300. It's a remarkable performance. And Kane Archer had his moments, too.
He did. Yeah, and the difference in that game was 3 turnovers. You know, Greenwood fumbles at the goal line going in. They throw an interception return for a touchdown, and then a third turnover, second interception on a great play just by a dropping defensive back in a zone that the quarterback didn't see. Those 3 turnovers were 21 points. And guess what? Greenwood wins at 71-70 if that didn't happen.
I think we were expecting a more competitive game in 7A, too. Didn't get it.
Yeah, you know, Chris Ficklin, the running back for Bentonville, you and I were talking about during the break, got hurt in the semifinal matchup. This wasn't available. I think he had 4 carries in that contest. And then 3 plays into the game, Bentonville's quarterback gets knocked out. So a team that was built on running the football and go and play action had to go to quarterback 2 and RB2 essentially on the first drive of the game. And the third quarterback came in and had to play at some point, hadn't even thrown a pass all season. And he's throwing against the 7A state champions in Bryant, or defending champion, and now 2-time champ. It wasn't a matchup that I think the fans were expecting. This was the year that everybody thought Bentonville was the better of the 2 as far as the talent on the field. But you got to knock off a champion to take over that crown, and Bryant's not giving it up just yet.
Zero fun, sir.
Yeah.
It's not fun to play Bryant when you have an experienced quarterback. So
that's right.
What do we have left this weekend?
Yeah, we got 3A and 4A. Mansfield in the state championship game for the first time in school history. Burton's their running backs already got the school record for a season and career rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. They run the flex bone, so that game's going to go pretty quick against Fordyce, who's been a perennial power at 2A, but they move up. So that game's going to be really, really interesting. Para-conference champions meeting at noon in the 3A championship, and then 4A. Man, what a great story in Dardanelle. They've never been to a football championship either. They're going to be playing for a title for the first time. Elkins made it last year and got beat by Arkadelphia, and so Elkins looking for a little payback or a little revenge. This is a rematch from week 1 though when they met. If we talk about 70-50, how about 14-10 was the score when they met back in week 1?
Wow.
So get ready for a defensive slugfest at 6:30.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's talk about what we're here for. And Jason, feel free to chime in. I know your teams fell a little short here, but you guys are hosting. So, Esports Championship, we alluded to it last week when you were on with us, and we are well underway now. And we've got, I guess, semis and finals going on in Splatoon. Just one of the championships that will be determined here today at the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. Great venue, great setup, and it's very, I would say, watcher-friendly or viewer-friendly here. So, explain to everybody who didn't pick up on what we talked about last week on what's happening today.
Yeah, so it's the championships for 3 different games. We offer 6 titles for esports, 3 in the fall, 3 in the spring. And today, right now, is going on is the semifinals. We'll have the championship starting up at noon. This is 100% online up until at this point. It's just a way to kind of build that community of esports throughout the state, because a lot of these kids are going to make friends that are going to last a lifetime. That's the beauty of playing video games. You can talk to anybody, whether they're 2 miles away or 2,000 miles away, kind of establish that connection. You know, what's really important to us at the AAA is just being active and being a part of an activity. On a national level, more than 80% of students involved in esports do nothing else. That means they go to school, they have lunch, and they go home. They're not involved in any activity. They don't have any kind of camaraderie, no kind of teamwork, no type of leadership skills. And we really feel like that esports can provide that avenue for these young people.
Yeah, well, it gives them some confidence too, right? I mean,
that's right.
Something they believe in, something that they're going to spend their time on. And I'm assuming, look, there's got to be, from a mental acuity standpoint, there's some benefits to being involved in and good at esports.
No, I mean, you're talking about esports and video games are, $100 billion industry a year, and there's so many life lessons, but also the technology skills, the hand-eye coordination, everything that goes with that. I mean, yes, they're playing video games right now, but this may be a future that they can, establish their lifelong career on.
Yeah, we talk about NIL with Division I athletes. These esports student athletes, there are opportunities with vendors and other outside sponsors that they're able to make. Mm-hmm. They're able to make even some coin in playing video games, which to me seems crazy, but it's there.
One of my favorite streamers, he inked a deal for $30 million in sponsorship deals, and he plays Call of Duty. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I learned a lot about patience and learning how to lose, and that you don't want to have to buy new controllers. And so we broke a lot of controllers in college.
Well, when you got a $30 million deal.
Well, I'm not worried about him. I'm talking about the average person.
Yeah. But you think about that, though. How many of these kids have those same issues that you had when you were a kid? I had those things, too. When my dad would beat me at Tecmo Bowl, that's how old I am. You break a controller, and guess what? You're done for playing for the year.
Yeah.
You got to wait for your birthday or Christmas to get a new controller. So that's teaching a lot of life lessons. Kids don't know how to handle adversity as much as they used to.
Yeah.
This can help you learn to deal with a little bit of failure, and also, hey, self-reflection. How do I adjust? What do I, look inside? Not only become a better person and not break the controller, but how do I get better?
That's good. I like that.
And schools that are out there that maybe don't have esport programs, I would encourage those schools because you don't have to build a gymnasium. You don't have to have a football stadium. It's one of those sports that you're going to reach a market in your district that you maybe are not reaching right now. And you're going to be able to do it with facilities that you probably already have. If you've got a computer lab, you can, with just a little bit of investment, can go a long way and bring some of those what I call wallflowers in your school district that maybe aren't a part of anything else, like Bobby was talking about. Get them involved with something. When a student's engaged, we know that they're engaged in the classroom as well, and so it's
same way with kids in sports. I mean, it's the same thing.
Absolutely. If it's about students, it's about students.
And I used to be a hater. I used to be like, oh, it's so dumb. Oh, championships to do. Oh, kids compete. Well, it's either they're going to do this or they're going to do nothing.
That's right.
What's better?
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
Well, and then also on the academic side of things, students that are involved in activities of any kind have a 10% higher graduation rate. I mean, they have almost a 99% graduation rate if you're involved in just one activity, whether that's band, choir, football, esports, you name it, because that gives them a sense of belonging and a purpose to go to school other than algebra.
Yeah. absolutely.
Because I've never used algebra a day in my life.
I haven't used it a lot for sure.
I'm not certain I used it when I was in algebra class. To be fair.
Yeah.
How would we use algebra? Like,
I mean, you probably do a little bit. I don't know. In sports, it seems with statistics and things like that, occasionally we would maybe put some stuff together. But you know,
I know we have some students on our campus that could tell us a little bit
it
about.
Could be some good
about some equations.
But then again, we took the easy route out. We went to journalism communications school.
Yeah.
So because we don't math.
If I wanted to math, I would have been a math guy.
That's right.
I was going to, Jason, I didn't expect to come down here and get on a soapbox, but you told me something earlier today that really bothered me. I went to a high school in Iowa where we were not very good at sports. We were really good at band. We were really good at marching band. We were really good at jazz band. We were state jazz band champs a few times when I was in school, and our concert band was pretty good. You told me that you cannot, this is like being Miss Arkansas, you cannot repeat as a champion in, I guess, is it concert band? Is there jazz band competition or what?
All the above. Now, I know concert band is where ours have participated in those competitions, and I know last year we were the state champion, and so band has a little rule in that you can compete, you can receive points, but you're the honor band. So it allows another band to come in and be the state champion.
Well, this is not college where you have people that are in band for 12 years in a row like we do with basketball and football in college anymore. I mean, you got turnover, so it's a different band every year a little bit.
It's an odd little rule.
I don't like it. I don't know who's in charge of that. I'm assuming that's not a AAA thing.
That is not a AAA
It
thing.
is not. It's the Arkansas State Band.
ASBOA.
Yeah, ASBOA.
Okay, ASBOA, if you're listening to me, and again, I know you don't probably care what I think.
Let us repeat as champions.
It's ridiculous that you don't let teams compete. There's turnover, and you know what? The other bands just need to get better. It'd be like saying, hey, I think Shiloh's too good. We're going to move up to 7A. But if they win there, you can't go, oh, geez, you guys can be the honor team for next year. You guys can play a whole season, but you can't win a title.
Are you foreshadowing the conferences being released pretty soon?
I don't know.
Yeah, they are moving up.
Everybody knows. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's a ridiculous rule, so that doesn't make any sense to me. And if you're saying, oh, it's because we want to give everybody a chance, or maybe it's not, it's not just about the competition, that's fine. Then let the other bands compete and not win, and let them get the experience of playing. They're still getting the great experience. If they don't happen to win, they don't win.
They've got a chance.
Exactly.
Be better.
This is I love it.
I like that.
He's hardcore. I dig it. But that's the way it should be. What are we doing? I mean, what's this? I mean, it's a competition.
That's right.
You're going to get better as a musician regardless if you're striving to beat that team or if you're trying to repeat as a champion, right? I mean, it's motivation.
Why keep score or give them points if they can't win?
That's exactly a great point. Thank you, Bobby.
That's what I'm here for.
I mean, you talk about life lessons. It's like, hey, sorry, guys, you can't win again. Now, I understand Miss Arkansas. It's like, okay, fine. Yeah. But, did Ebony want to repeat?
No.
Would she have tried to go back, you think, if they let her?
If she didn't win?
Yeah. No, if she won. After she won. Did
No.
No, you don't think so?
I don't know.
Well, just because it's not a possibility.
Start going double sashes, two-time champ.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, it's a nice life. You get an apartment, you get a car, you get
scholarship
everything.
money
yeah,
like crazy.
Scholarship money. So I'd probably say yeah.
I understand why they don't. That one's a little different deal to
Yeah.
me, though. Anyway. Hey, I was going to ask you, too, Jason, about enrollment here. We talked about the number. Are you guys hard capped at the number you're at?
We are because of the number of beds that we have on campus.
Do you have off-campus students or no?
We do not.
Okay.
So we are not a commuter school in any way.
What if I live in Hot Springs?
Then you would still be a part of our residential high school.
Okay.
And so I appreciate the question, but it really is, I say that tongue-in-cheek, but the residential experience really is part of the community.
Sure.
So we are a community of learning, so it's so much more than just what happens in the classroom. It's about our residential experience coordinators that are teaching some life lessons to our students.
That's what I was
it's
gonna
about
ask you, yeah.
access to the labs. It's about the study hours in the evenings. It's about the capstone projects that you're working on with the faculty mentor. It's more than just 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
Do they have responsibilities on campus outside of just classwork? And
They do. They have service hours. Just like every student in Arkansas has 75 hours, I think they have to graduate. So that same requirement is in place for our students, but they're able to get that on campus. And so there are some service hours both for our campus, and then we do some off-campus service work as well.
People that have a prospective student, how do they apply for admission here?
ASMSA.org/thrive is a great place to start. Go to our website. There's all kinds of information on our website regarding the number of courses that we offer, and typically that's what families come to. I mean, when you have a high-achieving student, when they're in their junior and senior year, oftentimes high schools, they really kind of run out of classes for those high-achieving students because it doesn't make sense for them from an efficient and a budgetary manner to have that many high-level courses, where when they look at our course catalog, the breadth and depth of the courses that they have in not just the math and the sciences, but the arts and the music, they're able to get into music composition, or they're able to get into different types of drawing, or maybe in the mathematics. They can take discrete mathematics if they would like to take that while they're here. There's so many different things that they could do that we love for students to come, families come, schedule a tour. We'd love to have a family on a tour. I can visit with you in my office, talk about all the different opportunities that are right here in Hot Springs.
What are discrete mathematics?
It's a secret.
I rest my case.
But
discrete mathematics for me was I didn't want to see my math grades.
That's right.
So
when you try to beat the parents home on report card day, beat them to the mailbox.
That's discrete.
Yeah.
It's mathematics. You just do it really quietly.
Okay, good to know. I'll keep that in mind. All right, well, we are almost up against. Let's hit a little bit of D3 text here. If you want to join us, 501-661-1037. Surprised we haven't heard from JW today. Hang on a second, Christian. AAA does something like that. You win a championship twice, you move up a class in that sport. Yeah, but they don't say you can't win.
That's right. We still give you a trophy.
Yeah.
Still let you win.
That dang band stuff, I'm paraphrasing, sounds dumb. Won't you just give everybody up participation trophies then? Exactly. That's the whole thing. Speaking of 2A beating 6A, in 2009, Junction City won state and El Dorado won state. They played each other after, and Junction City won. Cool. From the 855, Arkansas was outscored in football by 11 points this season. Put that in perspective.
11 points.
11 points.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think so?
They lost to Auburn by 9, didn't they?
Well, it's 11 points total because they blew some teams
out.
I
got you.
Yeah, Arkansas
their
State,
overall point differential.
Directional school they played in the season opener.
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah,
it does. That's a good buffer.
But Notre Dame wiped out everything that the Arkansas State game
did not help. Yes. Yeah. Well, we've been talking a lot about point differential in the NFL, and so like Chicago going into yesterday was +6, I think, in point differential, but they were number 1 seed in the NFC. Mm-hmm. They lost to the Packers by a score yesterday, so now their point differential is -1, I guess.
Yeah.
And yet they're
5 games over 500.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Winning in the margins.
That's right.
Winning in the margins.
You're going to win like Hunter Henry does with the Patriots and have best record and the best winning point differential.
Over the weekend, says JW, I thought about our last conversation last week, and I believe that everybody had their input. I thought about it. I'm with y'all now. Our coach is a scam. He's not very good. His coordinator's not very good. There's no chance of us winning. See, you're doing the Notre Dame thing. You didn't like people going after you, JW, so you can take your comments and go home. I'll tell you what, JW, I actually thought about it. I had a couple people email me over the weekend, and they used the Signetti comp, right? Signetti came in and said, basically, we're going to kick everyone's ass. We're going to be good. I'm tired of this loser mentality. We're not having it anymore. Guess what? They don't have it anymore.
That's right.
And it didn't really occur to me that college students need that. It didn't occur to me that a fan base might need that. I was part of a program that sucked in high school, and we had a new coach come in my junior year, and it completely changed things. And we saw what Houston Nutt could do for a program that was a little bit beleaguered. He came in and said, hey, we're going to be winners. Let's go. And you wouldn't think that guys at that level of athlete, to me, I wouldn't have thought, needs that kind of motivation or encouragement or belief system. But maybe they do, and certainly Ryan Silverfield is one of those guys, and maybe that's exactly what they need.
Hey, it doesn't matter how much money you're paying a student athlete. These are 18, 19, 20-year-old kids. We treat them like they're adults that have full emotional intelligence. They're 18, 19, 20-year-old kids.
Yeah.
I mean, so absolutely they need to have that motivation, to be that self-fulfilling prophecy, if you will.
Get off my lawn, Justin Acri. I don't know what that's from. Okay. I respect you guys and your opinions, says this person from the 501. They're about to say something.
That's the setup for something bad's coming.
Yet, but the smaller schools have no chance to win the national championship. That could possibly win one game if everything goes perfectly. Just my opinion. Okay, cool. They can win a game, which they're not going to do this year. That's still pointless in having them in the thing. It's different. And don't give me the basketball or baseball comp. It's totally different. Coastal Carolina won a national championship in baseball. Baseball is not the same as football. Basketball is not the same as football.
The days of Appalachian State beating Michigan are long done. That stuff won't happen anymore.
I don't know. Michigan looked like they could lose to App State the other day when they played Ohio State.
We're just a few years away from bowl games going away.
Had a good year.
I mean, they probably are on the verge of expanding.
Yeah,
and we've got an NFL season. They're playing 16 or 17 games.
Yeah. Jason Hudnell is he's a great dude, it says. Great asset to ASMSA. So I don't know who this person is, but they're.
Tell your brother said that.
That's right. Thanks, Mom.
Guys, explain to me
that.
the teams that lost their conference championship games this year got dropped down in the polls, except for Bama.
Yep.
How does that work? Because they're
Alabama.
Because they're
Schedule.
Bama.
Yep.
Yeah, it does suck.
They had to get the color palette all exact in the same quadrant. That's why you've got OU, Alabama, and Indiana all rocking the crimson in that quadrant.
Notre Dame can only be mad at themselves. Join a conference like the rest of the teams. That's a good point. Notre Dame is a bunch of crybabies. They think they're so entitled, so them getting snubbed is hilarious. My dad, I thought, was going to cry yesterday. He was so upset.
That Notre Dame didn't get in?
So sad.
Oh.
Join a conference.
Yeah.
We call Frank and tell him.
I mean, the argument is like they're ranked above Miami up until the last poll that matters.
Yeah.
The selection committee is a joke. And I understand who the chairperson is, but the whole selection process is a joke.
Yeah.
How would you fix it?
Yeah.
I mean, go back to the BCS system. At least you know the criteria at that point.
Yeah. There is too much subjective
Yes.
in this. I agree. There needs to be more hardcore analytics if you're going to do it this way. And if you get to 16, I think you're in better shape. Although I said that with 12, and I thought we'd be fine. I honestly said back in the day, I was like, we just get to 8. Because I'm not going to cry for the 19. But you know what? I'm crying for the 19.
When we went to 4, we were like, oh, yeah, there's never more than 4 teams that are legitimate contenders.
But how many times have you clamored for, I really want to know if that 19 can play? Or the NCAA tournament when they expand, I really wonder if the 65th team deserves to be there.
I never think about that in basketball. I think we have all the teams we need.
But
In football, it's different this year.
But is it, though?
Yeah. You telling me you don't think that –
but now, I mean, as long as you buy into the premise that the regular season doesn't matter anymore, like the NFL.
Well, it still matters.
You have to play well enough to get into the tournament.
Bobby, how many 10-win teams are getting left out?
A lot.
Yeah,
a few.
Yeah.
A handful.
But what's the advantage of playing a tough schedule? Now, I'm not arguing for Texas now.
Yeah.
But now the argument is, hey, just go play a bunch of cupcakes non-con and get your 4, then you win 6 games in conference and you're a 10-win team.
Well, guess what? Cupcakes got Notre Dame bounced out of the playoff because if they had a better schedule, they'd have been in.
If they play in the ACC, they're not getting bounced out. I think they got left out because they're not in the conference.
Well, they're playing crappy schools outside of conference too, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they played USC, but I mean, they don't. USC.
You validated your point there.
Well, I mean, but USC was 8-4. I mean, it's not like they were 9-3. I think they were maybe even.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like they were bad, but I mean, again, that's probably about as good a team as they played this year.
If you're Notre Dame and decide not to hop in, and you look at conferences like Big Ten and the SEC, and you know they're always going to have a stronger schedule than you, so you have to. I mean, and then to their argument, they did schedule those teams, and they lost to both of them.
That's right.
They're like
Texas A&M and Miami.
They're like, we played an SEC team, and we killed them.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, it was
the
Arkansas.
argument, though, that all the conference runner-ups moved down but Alabama made no sense because guess what? Texas Tech is pretty dang good.
Right.
That roster is, $20 million, if not more,
Right.
and you move BYU down and out of the playoff because they lost to what you consider was the 5th best team in the country.
Yeah.
That doesn't make a lot of sense either.
Is this year really that different than others? Do you think there's teams outside of the playoff that could actually win a national championship?
Yes.
Oh, I don't.
Other than, Texas, Notre Dame?
I don't think those
Notre Dame
teams
and
can win a
Vanderbilt.
national championship.
Why not?
They're not beating the top teams.
Why not?
On
I just don't think they're good enough.
2025, Justin has said Vanderbilt should be in the college football playoff.
Why not?
Well, I think they deserve a chance to be in the playoff. I just don't think they have a shot. I don't think half the teams in the field have a shot.
Yeah. Like, you watch Oklahoma, and you really think, they're about to make a run.
No. They're limited offensively. They're the most one-dimensional major team in there, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't think Oklahoma does. That's why Vanderbilt's a lot sexier pick to me than Oklahoma is.
Yeah.
A lot more interesting. And all I saw them do was lose on the road twice, by 3 to Texas and by 2 scores to Alabama. That tells me they can compete with anybody.
Yeah.
That's why you have to go playoffs or don't. Right now we've got this hybrid situation where we've got the playoffs with limited number of teams, and then we want you to go play in these bowl games that kind of sort of maybe matter. If
I wish I could say the term I want to say, but there is a very common term that you guys are familiar with about an intimate setting, and that's basically what they're doing. They're not going all in. They're just doing it part way. It's a good point. I think you're into something there.
It's a moving target. What the goal is or what you need to accomplish as a team, it's a moving target. You don't know what you have to accomplish other than going undefeated to get into the playoff every year.
Yes, if you go undefeated, you're in good shape. And if you have one loss but you're not in the Big 12, you also have a good shot.
I would say the most unattractive schedule is Texas Tech. They haven't played anybody all year.
No.
Anybody.
And A&M's schedule is pretty soft, too.
A&M's schedule is soft. And they lost to Texas when they played somebody who was pretty decent.
I mean, tell me one team that you're like, oh, my gosh, this team's crushing it this year. Oregon State, Kent State, Kansas, Arizona State, and they lost to Arizona State. Oklahoma State, Kansas State, losing their coach, UCF. I mean, I'm looking at their schedule like, what's so special about it? Nothing at all.
But they dominated.
West Virginia.
They dominated their schedule, except for the loss.
I would put any team in the college football playoffs in that same schedule, and they would dominate just the same, if not more.
That's not fair, DJ.
I mean, I'll just say their schedule does not look attractive at all.
They dominated. Just because you didn't play a great schedule doesn't mean you're not a great team. I've said this for a million years. I'll say it till I'm dead. Now, they may prove out to be not a great school, but guess what? Their resume is indicative of a team that should be in the tournament for sure.
I think their schedule doesn't afford them to lose to Arizona State. And for them
Arizona State was a team that underachieved this year, but they were a top 25 team to start the year. They won the Big 12 last year, and they had their quarterback back. They didn't have Scatterbo, though.
Indiana's schedule until the conference championship game wasn't much either. They beat
Ohio
Oregon,
State's wasn't either.
Ohio State's wasn't either,
Ohio
exactly.
State's a soft.
Yeah.
Well, you want to talk about what oil money and transfer portal will do to a team? I mean, this Arkansas beat Texas Tech last year in a bowl game, if we remember right.
That's exactly right. Texas Tech was the number one cover team in America this year. That means something. That means they overachieved comparatively to what the odds makers who get paid to do this for a living thought all year, more than any other team in the entire nation.
Who will they play first round, most likely?
No, it's not most likely. It's guaranteed.
No, not first round. They got a bye, right?
Yeah.
Their first game?
They're going to play Oregon.
Okay.
And none of us will be shocked if they lose to Oregon.
I think Oregon's going to run them.
I think Oregon's really good, though.
I don't even think it'll be close.
It's at Lubbock.
I think they'll get ran out of Lubbock.
What are you talking about?
That's tough to do when you're from
like
there.
A double-digit win?
I think so, yeah.
That wouldn't be at a neutral site, right?
No, that'll be it.
Oh, no, you're right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Dang it.
That's
right.
right.
Cool if they did it at Lubbock.
They're playing that game in
one of the bowl sites.
Yeah, they're all bowl sites after the first round, which I don't like
we have
too.
bowl games.
Well, that's the thing. It's like when you have when you're a number 1 through 4 seed, you don't get a home game. To me, that was so cool last year. I love the home game deal. They're playing the Orange Bowl, so it's not really an advantage it's a long trip for Oregon, obviously, but they're going to be there a few days anyway. But it's not like it's in Dallas or something for Texas Tech. Indiana's going to be playing in the Rose Bowl, so that's not a great deal for them. In fact, they're traveling further than either Alabama, or maybe as far as Alabama, not as far as, I guess Oklahoma would be closer.
Well, half the state of Indiana will go to California, though.
That's probably true. The Sugar Bowl has Georgia, so that's, I guess, a typical SEC place. But hey, if Tulane or Ole Miss win, they're going to be – it's a pretty good deal for them.
Yeah.
I think they'll agree Ole Miss is probably going to win. That's a rematch, too. That's the other thing. You get 2 rematches in the first round also, and Ole Miss beat Tulane 45-10 in the first matchup.
And OU Alabama was a snooze fest.
Yeah, unless you love defense.
Yeah.
Ohio State gets the winner of Miami and A&M, and I won't be surprised if Miami wins in the first round. And I think they got enough to beat A&M or beat Ohio State on a given day.
Yeah. I mean, how good is Ohio State? I think that's a legit question.
I think they're pretty good.
Yes, they dominated everybody, kind of like Texas Tech.
They did,
but they didn't play a real tough schedule.
Right. That's why I love this year. There's parity.
Yeah.
All right. So when it goes chalk in the first round, we'll talk next week or whenever the playoff run starts.
Oh, it's going to go chalk, I think.
Yeah.
So, but who's the winner in Alabama? Oklahoma's chalk then. They're the favorite by a point.
Yeah, I can see that.
You don't like Alabama?
Well, you give them a tier, another 3 weeks to get healthy?
That's a good point.
I think that's going to be really good.
Is he not there yet?
No, it's the hand. I mean, is that really healthy until you take time off?
Probably not.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Okay, well, I think we solved it.
Done.
16 teams it is.
Yep.
If not 24. All right, 11:38. Got to hit a timeout. We'll be back in a second.
Before we head in?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to tell you about my friends over there in Benton off that Congo Road exit. Yes, I'm talking about the Wood Grill Buffet. You're looking for a lot of food, a lot of good food, over 200 items on the menu. That's going to be exactly where you need to head. They've been taking care of people, and they've been helping you save that wallet as well. I'm talking about the best bang for your buck that you're going to get over there at the Wood Grill Buffet. Like I said, I grew up on them. So if you got people who are hard to please when it comes to figure out where to go, take them on over there. End of the year is here as well. So they got great options for renting out space. They got 3 private rooms. They got 2 that are decently good size, and then they got 1 really big one. So if you want to host the end of the season gatherings for the football team, volleyball team, it doesn't matter. They have the space to take care of you and even better customer service to make sure that everybody is handled the right way. So go visit my friends at the Wood Grill Buffet once again, open Thursday through the weekend for lunch and dinner off that Congo Road exit in Benton.
Get up and get down to the front row. Sure hope your boyfriend ain't looking. He won't get hurt by what he don't know. He don't know.
Feeling like a family getaway but don't want to go too far? Need a true adventure but don't want to spend too much? Want a ton of stuff to do that's all in the same place? Welcome to Arkansas State Parks, where in a couple hours drive, you can change your scenery and your state of mind. With active adventures or just gorgeous views where you can catch your breath, we have 52 state parks to choose from. Plan your getaway at arkansasstateparks.com. Brought to you by this station and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
This is SportsCenter.
The college football playoff is set, although somewhat controversially. The top 4 seeds are number 1 Indiana, number 2 Ohio State, number 3 Georgia, and number 4 Texas Tech. Those teams will receive first-round byes. Weekend 1 of the playoffs will feature Oklahoma versus Alabama, Miami versus Texas A&M, Oregon taking on James Madison, and Ole Miss facing Tulane. Alabama got in despite having 3 losses as they lost to Georgia in the SEC championship game 28-7. James Madison and Tulane got in as they are 2 of the 5 highest-ranked conference champions, which earns them an automatic bid. The 3 most notable admissions are BYU, Notre Dame, and Vanderbilt. The college football playoff begins next Friday, December 19th. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Steve Edwards Jr. with Edwards Food Giant and Edwards Cash Saver. Christmas season is upon us, and with that comes all the typical hustle and bustle of the holidays. This Christmas, as you hang your stockings and sip the hot chocolate, take a moment to celebrate the true reason for the season. Love, hope, and joy brought to us on that first Christmas night. Share kindness, offer forgiveness, and embrace the love that came to us that holy night. From the entire team at Edwards, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Winter is coming. It's not Game of Thrones, it's our crazy Arkansas weather. Get your vehicles ready for all the seasons ahead. Football, the holidays, and yes, our crazy weather. Point S Arkansas can take care of your tires, brakes, shocks, or just general service. With brands you know, Falcon, Toyo, Kumo, Blackhawk, and more. Visit one of their locations today. Tiretown, Point S in Benton, Bartlett Tire, Point S in Heber Springs, Fleet Tire, Point S in Russellville and Pottsville, or online at pointstire.com.
Arkansas Roundballers Big Joe Klein and Pat Bradley pontificate on Bet Saracen.
People ask me, what do basketball players know about football? What say you, Joe?
I explained that anyone can run up and down a grass field with a screwy-shaped ball, but it takes finesse to strategically launch a basketball from long distances at an 18-inch diameter steel hoop.
Dang, Joe, you sure are smart.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back in the zone. On the surface, the guys don't seem to have much in common, but there's one experience they all share.
What's more fun, catching a touchdown in the NFL or in college?
I didn't catch one in the NFL.
I wasn't going to bring that up, but like, how about making a big play?
It sure looked fun.
Don't worry about DJ. Justin and Christian have never found an NFL end zone either. Now, let's get back into the show. This broadcast of The Zone is at the Arkansas School for Math, Sciences, and the Arts for the 2025 Fall Esports State Championships.
In the dark, saving all your food stamps and burning down the trailer park. Yo, cut it. So I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Double
need to go. They got the fine jewelry, some of that good stuff. I'm talking Michael M. They got Vahan. They got it all. So when you're shopping for top brands in the business, right, and you want that high-quality jewelry, it's going to come at a cost. Well, the thing about it is they can help you out with that best price match guarantee. You got to make sure that you get the best price no matter what. So, once again, over there at Jones & Son, same location, over 30 years, 11121 Rodney Parham Road. Also got to tell you about the diamond selection. They got a great selection, and they got the best quality rock at a fraction of the price. That means they're direct diamond importers, so they're not worried about other people's prices. They're only worried about their clients, which are you. And when you have repeat customers for over 30 years, you've been doing it right. So once again, go visit my friends. Best price match guarantee. Great holiday gift idea. 11121 Rodney Parham Road at Jones & Son.
We got to get to game balls and jockstraps in a minute here, brought to you by Caddy's Touch Landscape. We are back here at the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. So really, it's a lot. But honestly, trying to remember the acronyms harder for me because I'm not very smart, and I definitely could not have gone to school here. Gabby and Wyatt Cohen are joining us now. They are students here, but they also play tennis outside here with their friends over at Hot Springs High School, and they are joining us. Where are you all from originally?
Texarkana.
Texarkana, okay. And what grade are y'all in? Yep.
Mm-hmm. We are in 11th grade, junior year.
Okay. How are you guys related?
Twins.
Oh, okay.
You don't say.
There we
Okay.
go.
How about that?
There we
I
go.
was not against that, honestly.
No.
So, how many kids are in the family?
Just us two.
Okay. So, what is your academically? What are your strong suits?
Well, I'm more of a math and science person. I've always loved engineering, and I want to be a mechanical engineer whenever I graduate.
Mine's more writing and stuff like that.
Yeah. But y'all play music? Neither one of you? Yeah.
I play a little bit of guitar, but it's more of just a hobby.
Gotcha. Okay. How did you all find out about this school?
Well, my friend, he and I we usually go to each other's houses a lot, and we got tired of our old school, so we decided that we would look into alternatives, and we found this school, and we looked into it, like, kind of researched it, and then when we saw it was, like, for us, we applied, and I told my sister about it, and she also applied.
Okay. Did your buddy get in?
He did get in, but he's not coming here. He changed his mind last second.
Okay. All right. So what did your parents say when you said, hey, we love you all, but we're going to go to school in Hot Springs instead of here?
Well, my mom fully accepted it, and so did my dad. They want us to have better opportunities for ourselves. I wasn't really fond on going at first, but then it kind of started growing on me. So it was just mostly that my mom that pushed me to come here, and I'm glad that I did.
Yeah. What's the on-campus life like as a junior in high school? I mean, we're used to it, and we're thinking about kids in college. It's kind of normal, but, I mean, for when you're a little younger, I mean, what are some of the challenges or I guess maybe some of the positives of doing it as far as, opportunities you guys get?
Well, you get a lot of freedoms, and you get to, like, study as much as you want. You can go out downtown and go hang out and chill out if you need to have a little break. But during a certain time, I think it's 7 to 9, you have to do mandatory studying. And that really helps, like, with classes when you need to do homework, you need to catch up. But after classes, you'll have free periods. You can just go off. You can go downtown if you need to. You can do extra work. You can go to your room and chill, or you can go to tutoring to get help from teachers.
How often do y'all go back home?
Every weekend.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, that's my compromise with my mom was that if I go here, she has to let me come home every single weekend I can.
Okay.
So.
I got you.
You said you like writing. Is
I
it
do.
like poetry, journalism? What are we?
Pretty much just fiction and poetry.
Okay. So with the advancements of artificial intelligence, do you just roll your eyes? Because a lot of people feel like it's just taken away from people who really are special and they're able to write these amazing stories, and then you got some people just letting AI do everything. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I use AI sometimes for help with math and things like that if my teacher can't help me, but when it comes to writing, it's just not right.
No place for it.
No.
Yeah. I mean, that's been a big thing. I mean, isn't that why a lot of people went on strike, because they started using AI? Am I making this stuff up?
I don't know what you're doing, but
Yeah.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's not true.
Because I think in some
this
of these
entire
big,
show is AI generated.
Yeah, at some of these big time
Everything I say I had AI create before, and I'm just regurgitating it.
these big time movies and stuff, some of these people are trying to save money and just let AI do a lot of the work,
Yeah.
especially even when it comes to writing script. And I think that's
they've got
awful.
They've got a union. I would think that they can be protected probably from that kind of
That's
thing.
the goal. That's the goal.
I think
Well,
so.
the thing about AI is that it can be useful in writing, but it can't really depict emotion very well.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever a writer wants to write something, they are going to have the upper hand because they understand it and they understand how to use emotion to captivate an audience.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It doesn't have any heart. Like, writing comes from the heart. You write about things that you love, but AI can't do that. It's just picking from all these things on the internet. It doesn't have any heart in it.
Yeah. Wait till you get a little older. I've met a lot of people that don't have any heart. Tell me about your tennis careers. How did that start? When did y'all start playing tennis?
Well, it was in the 6th grade. We had just finished playing soccer, and we got kind of tired of it. So he joined first, and he was like, hey, it's actually like really fun. You should join me too. So we ended up playing it together. And so we played it throughout middle school, and we were pretty high on the ladder for our school. And then we went into high school, and I made varsity my first year. There were only 10 girls who tried out in 10 spots, so technically I was already on the team.
Nice.
But it was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so he made it his sophomore year because there's a lot more guys. It's more competitive in the guys' side. So when we came here, we were like, we have to play tennis. Like, that's what makes us happy. That's our passion. So it took a lot of effort for us to get into tennis here because you have to talk to the coaches over there and make arrangements and things like that. But I'm so happy we did it.
How'd y'all do this year?
Well, we made it to state. We both got out first round. The competition was really really good whenever we showed up. But also one thing that she forgot to add was whenever you join a sport, the RLO or the Res Life office, they will help you like throughout the whole entire way so that you're not alone whenever you're trying to get transportation and you're trying to get help to get to the places. So at first it was trouble for us because we were trying to contact the coach, but the coach it was kind of like we couldn't really like contact him. I don't know exactly what happened, but my mom was trying to contact him. But once we did contact him, he was like, hey, y'all should come to practice one day. And so we come to practice. We're from Texarkana, so we drove 2 hours to go to a practice.
Wow.
And then afterwards, it was pretty much smooth sailing from there.
Gabby and Wyatt, which one of you two is older?
Me by 10 seconds, and
Okay.
I hold it over his head every day.
It seems like he's kind of leading you down the path of these different things, school, tennis. I mean, you guys obviously have a good relationship.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah. What else are you guys into?
Well, right now, actually, we just got back into soccer. So I told you that we quit soccer to play tennis. So actually, our tennis coach is the guys' soccer coach. He only substitutes in for the tennis people so that they can have a coach or someone supervising them.
Sure.
But he's not actually a tennis coach.
Gotcha.
So he was like, hey, the girls' team needs a goalkeeper. Do you want to – because I played goalkeeper when I used to play.
Yeah.
They were like, you can see how well you do, see if you like it, and see if you want to play for them. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So I went to the first few practices, and it was really nice, and I was doing pretty well. And then a few weeks ago, they had varsity tryouts, and I made it on the big team.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're a math guy, right? Mm-hmm. How would people like us use algebra in our life to maybe help us out?
Well, let me think here. So in algebra, it's a lot of basically functions and graphs. So if you were to say you wanted to figure out, I'm trying to think here, it's a very sudden question.
I'm sorry. They should have prepped you on this one, huh?
Probably.
You know what? The answer is it's not common. But if you're an engineer, it's very important, so that's good.
Yep.
Well, congrats on your success. I think it's awesome that you guys have come here together. That's pretty neat. You have other twins on campus? Okay. We'll have to think. You guys know any other twins that go to school here?
Just a few.
Okay.
I think I've only seen 2 pairs of twins. So they're both, there's a girl set and then a boy set. And they look identical.
Yeah.
So, but I think we're the only set of boy-girl twins here.
Gotcha. That's cool. Well, congrats, and best of luck to you all.
Thank you so much.
You bet. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We are a little behind.
Is your yard ready for whatever Mother Nature throws your way? At Acadi's Touch Landscaping, we make sure it is. Whether it's weatherizing your flower beds for the seasons ahead, building strong retaining walls to prevent erosion, or installing French drains to keep water where it belongs, we've got you covered. And when it's time to elevate your outdoor space, we build custom decks perfect for relaxing or entertaining. Call 501-794-2770 to transform your yard into a space you love, rain or shine. Acadi's Touch Landscaping, 501-794-2770, where we bring the green to your life.
Hi, this is Ted with Accountable Roofing and Remodeling. We are proud to offer window and door replacement and installation. Our upfront, honest pricing and easy financing make it easy for you to increase the value of your home and reduce your energy cost in one step. Accountable Roofing and Remodeling windows and doors carry a lifetime guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Call us today, 501-621-0500, or visit us on the web at accountablerr.com.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hi, it's me, Flo, here to tell you that with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, you get 24/7 protection, so you're covered no matter where the day takes you.
Even I added too much water to the pizza dough day?
Yep.
How about getting a call from my daughter to pick her up at the airport because her boyfriend is unreliable day?
Especially that day.
What about finding out that one of my pipes suddenly burst in my basement day?
Progressive has every day covered 24/7 with the Home and Auto Bundle. Also, you have a lot of bad days.
Oh no, that was all the same day.
At least you're covered with Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Hi, I'm Nathan Schulman with Schulman Theaters, and I'm excited to invite you to the grand opening of our newest location, Film Alley Breckenridge. Now open, and we've built something special for you and your family. A place where you can watch the latest movies, bowl with friends, let the kids loose in the arcade, and enjoy great food and cocktails, all under one roof. It's more than just a theater, it's a place to make memories. Find out more by visiting us at breckenridge.filmalley.net. From our family to yours, welcome to Film Alley Breckenridge.
Looking for your next ride? Come on down to Hubbard Power Sports, your local, family-owned Can-Am and Sea-Doo dealer. We've got the latest and greatest Can-Am ATVs, side-by-sides, and spiders to power your weekend fun. And right now, get up to $3,500 off in rebates, plus in-store discounts, or financing as low as 0.99% on select models. Whether you're hitting the trails, working the land, or cruising in style, we've got what you never even knew you needed. On the road, on the water, or in the trails, we've got the ride for you.
You're listening to The Zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams. You like what you hear? Well, check out our video stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch.
Short segment. We got a little behind there. I didn't realize that we were down a break, Christian, so my apologies. Quickly, some D3 Auto Sales text from the 501. You were the same clowns that said OU didn't belong in the SEC because they didn't play defense. Now you're going full cap because they're winning with defense. No. Nobody on this show ever said, going back to when I began the Zone in 2005, said that Oklahoma didn't belong in the SEC. Now, there were a lot of people out there making the argument for Missouri not belonging in the SEC, but clearly it's worked out okay for the Tigers.
Also, let's be real, Oklahoma under Lincoln Riley did not play defense.
True, they did not hang their hat on defense,
Yes.
but they were very good. And anybody who didn't think
They were
Oklahoma
great, yeah.
was a great addition
Yes.
to the SEC is insane. Why can college or CFP not set up a playoff system like every state high school playoffs has done? Don't tell me a Final Four style like 2A, 3A, 4A will not work. I think we all want to see maybe an expanded tournament. I also want to see teams in there that have a chance to win. Coaches can change a team. If Rock can make Lakeside look good, anything's possible. They did make a big turnaround. Good for them. If your only option is a group of five coach, might as well get one that recruited Arkansas, Mississippi, and the Memphis area for years, says Hunter from Searcy. No doubt. I have no problem with Silverfield, that's for sure. All right, stick around.
We have a simple formula at Shelter Insurance. Provide personalized coverage at great rates with local agents to help you choose the coverage you need. And if the unexpected happens, fulfill our promise to be there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See shelter agent Sam Eklund in Star City or Nick Jones in Hot Springs for a free personal protection review.
Hi, I'm Steve Edwards Jr. with Edwards Food Giant and Edwards Cash Saver. Christmas season is upon us, and with that comes all the typical hustle and bustle of the holidays. This Christmas, as you hang your stockings and sip the hot chocolate, take a moment to celebrate the true reason for the season. Love, hope, and joy brought to us on that first Christmas night. Share kindness, offer and embrace the love that came to us that holy night. From the entire team at Edwards, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Stores or go to BetSaracen.com. BetSaracen is Arkansas's favorite sports betting app.
How'd you get sick?
I loved a woman who wasn't clean.
Mrs. Santa?
No, it was her sister.
Happy holidays from 103.7 The Buzz, KABC FM, Little Rock.
Heifer Ranch hosted its annual Turn Up for Hunger event this weekend, benefiting the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance. They estimate more than 10,000 pans of turnips will be harvested, which will help people around the state who don't know where their next meal comes from. The turnips picked from the farm will be donated to food banks around Arkansas. Project Zero hosted their annual Candyland Christmas event this weekend. Project Zero helps children in foster care find their forever families. The event was all about bringing Christmas to those who may not get it this year. The kids were treated to holiday food, music, and most importantly, a visit from Santa. This was helped put on by the Every Child Arkansas group, which is a group of a collective 20 organizations around Arkansas. They also take part in finding the kids a forever home. I'm KRK's Jessica Rockwell at the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be a partly cloudy Monday and kind of chilly too. Only a high of 45 and a little breezy, a north wind of 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, we expect it to be clear and cold down to 29, but toward tomorrow morning, some fog could be forming. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Stop and shop at our Conway and Little Rock showrooms. That's Hawks Homes, has been serving Central Arkansas since 1986. Is Arkansas's #1 sales dealer. Volume purchasing power enables us to offer our customers the best prices on the highest quality homes. See the world's largest double-wide and single-wide homes, triple-wide homes, and even a quad. You dream it, and we'll build it for you. We're the only manufacturer and modular dealer that can build your custom home from your plans. Check them out online at hawkshomes.net.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. If you didn't see the film Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, watch it. The subject matter is grim, but the message is really important. And the performances of Steve Carell, Keira Knightley, Martin Sheen, and a stellar cast are terrific. And when the Walker Brothers' epic song, "The Sun Ain't Gonna Shine Anymore," plays, it will hit you with the force of a hurricane. Find those you love and tell them, and give them a hug. And while you're at it, stop by Double B's and get some fresh-baked cookies. Does anyone not appreciate a fresh-baked circle of deliciousness? Yeah, they do. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go for cookies before the world ends. That's Double B's.
Oaklawn is here for when you want real action, and the wait is over. Live racing is back. Every weekend brings big moments, big crowds, and your chance to feel the thrill of a big win. The holiday racing season begins Friday, December 12th, and runs through January 4th. Then, the excitement returns with the classic racing season, January 30th through May 2nd. It's racing, it's winning, it's everything you've been waiting for. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Make your yard the envy of the neighborhood with top quality equipment from Cabot Outdoors. Right now, purchase a Hustler Fast Track Series mower and receive a free pressure washer. An unbeatable bonus of up to $799. But hurry to get an extra $500 off. Supplies are limited. The Hustler Fast Track delivers precision, comfort, and durability for homeowners who demand more. Stop by Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street in Cabot, or take a look on Facebook.
What drives you? Family moments, new adventures, or just the love of the open road? Whatever it is, Gwatney Chevrolet is here to help you get there. For generations, we've been more than a dealership. We've been part of life's milestones, big and small. With a team that puts you first and a car buying experience that's easy and stress-free, we're here to find the perfect vehicle for what drives you. Visit us in Jacksonville or online at GwatneyChevrolet.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network. This broadcast of the zone is at the Arkansas School for Math, Sciences, and the Arts for the 2025 Fall Esports State Championships.
All right, busy final hour. We've got game balls and jock straps. What's on tap? We are going to talk to the esports director here at the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. They are continuing the esports championship, which is being hosted here by the Cyber Dolphins. So we got quite a setup in here. We're in a big open room with a couple of big monitors and a couple of broadcast screens here so we can see what's happening with the action when it's underway. And then it's funny because every once in a while people will start clapping, and I have no idea what's happening. But I'm like, yay, something happened. I don't know what's going on, but anyway.
People are winning, and championships are being won. There's state championships, state rings will be awarded. So, you know what's cool? This is the thing with esports. They're able to stream it,
yes.
Not just here, but there's actually a vendor, a company out of California that's streaming the Arkansas State Championships, and you see you can see them up on the screen now. Those are the commentators from that group that are getting to commentate there. So it's a high caliber, really elite championships that it's not a world that I've necessarily been a part of.
Yeah.
But seeing these students and seeing how they jump into it and the involvement they have and how they're able to engage with it, then I love it. I'm all for it.
We're talking to Jason Hudnell, if you're just tuning in. He's the Director of Admissions and Talent Development here. Christian, do you have something?
I was going to say, I saw Smash Bros. Up on the projector earlier in the background. I wonder what's up next for the games.
League of Legends.
Okay.
League of Legends, I think, is what will be the next where they'll finish out the day.
Have we crowned our Splatoon champion? Okay, so the finals of the Splatoon championship will happen later today. But we had the semis earlier. So
what's the format? Is it like there's a preliminary round? And
we do not know this, but the good news is when we talk to Peyton Henderson, who's the esports director here at this school, he'll fill us in on all that. He's helping operate.
This school?
Well, I've said it the name 18 times. I mean, I think people understand where we are by now. We'll say it a couple more times before it's over. Anyway, let's dive in on some entertainment birthdays, and we've got game balls and jock straps we need to knock out as well.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram, or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
Okay. Oh, at the box office this week. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Did we need that?
No.
Okay. Well, it was number one at the box office. It made $63 million domestically.
Wow.
Setting a new record for post-Thanksgiving debuts. It earned another $46 million in 76 territories, pushing the global total to over $100 million against the $36 million production budget. What was the first one about?
I don't even know what that is.
I remember when
It's
this came out.
based on a video game.
It's a video game movie.
Okay.
What does that say about us as a society?
We really love our video games.
I spent some money towards probably something you're going to name. Went and saw Zootopia.
Zootopia 2 secured second place during its third weekend, adding $43 million.
Wow.
And making over $220 million domestically so far.
I think
Wicked
it's up to 900 worldwide.
Wicked for Good dropped 73%. And then some other movies that also came out. How was Zootopia?
It was fun.
Okay.
It's a good movie.
Awesome.
900 million good? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, they're definitely going to make another one. They're setting it up.
Okay.
We are celebrating championships over there.
Okay.
We're fired up. Let's go.
Oh, something is good going down over there.
Oxford University Press has announced the 2025 word of the year, and it's not really a word, it's a phrase. Rage bait. The publisher defines rage bait as online content deliberately designed to elicit anger or outrage by being frustrating, proactive, or offensive, typically posted in order to increase traffic to or engagement with a particular web page or social media content, also known as the college football playoff rankings, I think. That's rage bait right there. A lot of angry Notre Dame fans, a lot of angry Texas fans, and BYU fans and others. Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau are now Instagram official. That's right. The new it couple. On Saturday, the 41-year-old pop star shared a series of photos and videos from her trip to Japan. And she and Justin Trudeau in the photos. He's 53. Tokyo Times on tour and more, she said in the Instagram gallery. So apparently they are getting it on. Hanging out. Dating.
Over, under, year? What do you think?
I don't know. Why don't we just comp them to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, who said they've never had a fight before.
No. I bet they've got an argument or two.
It's dumb. Haven't got the new rankings yet. Waiting on those for college basketball. I got a game ball to give out in a minute, but we'll get to it. All right, let's do birthdays, Christian. Jason, you want to play birthday trivia with us?
Come on with it.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. That's a pretty gutsy take right there.
That's the first time we've had a guest seem so confident.
Well, he does. He seems pretty confident. Donnie said he called in one time, and he got stuck with Wes, and it went really bad. I told him, and he knows. You want the wizard if you can get him. But you know what? DJ certainly gets his share.
Every once in a while.
Yeah. Well, it's hard. It's hard beating the champ.
We're playing for Evanescence tickets today.
Oh, Bring Me to Life, or whatever their song is. That's great. That's excellent. That's on July 11th, 7-Eleven. So we're going to give away a pair every day this week. Evanescence tickets. Let's go. 501-661-1037.
Birthday Trivia in the Zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
On this day in history, back in 1854, Pope Pius IX proclaimed Immaculate Conception, making Mary free of original sin. I mean, she'd been stressing about it for all those years. And she's like, oh, thank goodness. Finally.
Took that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
1854. Today's National Christmas Tree Day. Might be a fun question for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 10th, right? Or the 9th?
It's going to be the 9th.
Tomorrow's the 9th. See, I don't even do math
No,
like
it's
the calendars.
hard. Yeah.
Do you have your Christmas tree up? Yes or no? If you intend to put a Christmas tree up, do you have it up yet? Since today's National Christmas Tree Day, we could ask that tomorrow.
I feel like if it's not up by now, then what's the point?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Well, 2 weeks. I mean, you guys are very,
We're supposed
very
to put ours up
judgmental.
today.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I like that. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, guys.
Yeah.
On this day in 1978, The Deer Hunter was released. It ended up winning Academy Award for Best Picture in 1979. You ever seen that one?
I thought you were talking about a video game.
No, the movie The Deer Hunter.
Okay.
Great cast. Robert De Niro, Christopher Walken, Meryl Streep, among others.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent film. And on this day in 1980, I did not know this. I was today years old when I read this or heard this or knew this. Annie Leibovitz, who is the famous photographer, you've seen her work, had a photo shoot with John Lennon on this day in 1980. And later that day, he was shot to death.
Ooh.
I had no idea. Now, I'm sure those photos were released or published somewhere. I have probably seen them, but I didn't know that. It's pretty wild. All right. Christian, we have players.
We do.
And?
We have David.
He'll be with Jason.
We have Dustin.
He'll be with DJ.
And we have Sean.
Sean, you're with the Wiz. All right, you know how to play this, yes?
Sure.
Okay. Very casual about this, Jason. I don't know. I can't decide if you're going to be really good or terrible at this, but it doesn't matter. We're going to play it either way. This woman's an actress.
Meryl Streep.
Scarlett Johansson.
She had a great cameo on Seinfeld, but you may know her as Susan Mayer from Desperate Housewives. She was also in the
Terry
movie
Hatcher.
Tomorrow Never Dies, and her name is Terry Hatcher.
Oh, nicely done.
How old's Terry Hatcher, Jason?
Terry Hatcher is
They're
57.
real, and they're spectacular. DJ, how old is she?
59.
Nope.
61.
Bingo bango.
Wow.
This guy is a country singer, and he likes his
What
ladies to
Morgan
have
Wallen.
a body like a back road.
Oh, Sam Hunt.
Sam Hunt is right.
Dang.
How
I
old is
forgot
Sam
about that
Hunt? Yeah, well, he's a one-hit wonder, basically.
Vanderbilt, quarterback.
People are going to be like, no, he's got 9 hits, dummy. I don't know. Very great. Sam Hunt's how old?
36.
Christian.
38.
41.
Bingo bango, Jason.
Big fan.
Thank you very
Your
much.
face. All right, this woman is a successful musical artist.
Lauren
Teddy
Hill.
Wilson.
Her name is Onika Tanya Mirage Petty.
Cardi B.
Nicki Minaj, DJ, that's right. That's her real name.
He's a barb.
Over 100 million records sold, Christian. How old's Nicki Minaj? You know that in 2021, her music video Anaconda became the first rap solo song to surpass 1 billion views on YouTube?
Not
That's a
super
significant
surprising.
amount.
That is a lot.
Yeah, I'm not a math guy, but
I can't count to 1 billion. Many
that's
zeros.
big.
How old's Nicki?
Nikki is 41.
43.
Bingo bango. Look at
Big
you.
fan.
Whoa,
Wow.
big fan.
I'm kind of a big
He's a
deal.
barb.
You
Big
are.
fan.
Wow, and cocky. I love it. I love the confidence. This woman's an actress. She has been around a minute. She was in 9.5 Weeks and 8 Mile, and probably some other movies
Brittany
that had
Murphy.
numbers in it.
Kim Basinger.
Kim Basinger is correct, Christian.
play.
Very good.
Who was she named now? The mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, the mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
61.
61.
64.
She wishes. No.
74.
72.
No kidding.
Yep. Looks good still. This guy's a former NBA basketball player. He was a dominant force for a period of time with the
Dominique
Lakers,
Wilkins.
Shaquille O'Neal.
the Grizzlies,
James Worthy.
the Wizards,
Pau Gasol.
the Hornets, the Hawks, the
Lamar
Rockets, and the Orlando Magic.
Dwight Howard.
I'm talking, of course, about Dwight Howard,
Wow.
Christian. How old
Yeah,
today?
he was that many.
Dwight Howard is 40.
Dwight Howard is 40, he says.
42.
He's 40, actually. Bingo, bango.
Wow,
job,
good
DJ.
play.
Thank you.
Last but not least, this gentleman is a football coach at a Catholic high school in Fairhope, Alabama.
Marcus Freeman.
But he used to be a starting quarterback in the NFL for 17 years. Entirely with one franchise.
Uh,
He went
Phillip
to NC
Rivers.
State, and
Phillip
it is,
Rivers.
of course, Phillip Rivers. 17 years, 17 kids. Phillip
Wow.
Rivers. How old, Christian?
Phillip Rivers is 42.
45.
46.
44. Jason, respectable effort. Very
Thank
nice.
you. Appreciate it.
You know what? You didn't finish last.
So I try to
That
not
was
be
close,
last.
man.
Try not to suck.
Try not to suck. That's it. If you're not first, you're not last.
Yeah. You are last.
He's second.
Yeah.
Yep. He can be
First
lots
loser.
of things. He can be second. He can be third. He can be fourth. Anyway. All right. 12-18. Let's just stay on a roll here. Do we have any? I'll tell you, let me hit a couple of D3s, and then we will do our
Game balls.
game balls and jock strips. Yes. All right. Justin, I'll agree with you on the Sam Hunt deal. He's not my favorite. Okay, fine. AI telling you need to. Sorry. AI is actually telling you what to do right now. You've been assimilated into the collective. Welcome to the New World Order. Come on, that's funny. Okay, cool. Acri equals rage bait.
Is that our algebra?
I guess. This guy says Arkansas gave up 376. Scored 376, gave up 406. That's 30, not 11. Well, we don't do math. I didn't do the math. Somebody else sent the math in. I'll beat anybody anytime in NCAA football 2009, the one with D-Mac on the cover. Okay, fine. I wish they would do that. I don't know if I think they change the games. Do they change the games sometimes year to year?
What do you mean year to year?
It's not like they play the same games every year for the team
Oh,
competition.
here?
For the state championships, do you know?
I think they have the same games. I think there have been. They've rotated them out, but it's not like every year.
Okay.
But Peyton, he's going to be with us here, I think, in a few minutes.
Safe to say they don't play NCAA football.
They do not have that.
And that'd be awesome.
I think they play Madden in some of their during the year, but not necessarily during the state.
How many people can play together on? Because you can play, like you and I can play together, and I can be the quarterback, and you can be the running back, right?
Can you have all 11 spots?
Yes, I was wondering. Like, can you?
That'd be pretty wild.
I play left tackle on my esports team.
I would love that.
That'd be cool.
How cool would that be?
That'd be awesome.
I would play water boy.
Getting your work in all season.
That'd be great.
Sets.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go do game balls and jock straps here.
Game balls and jock straps are brought to you by A Caddy's Touch Landscape. Josh Dickinson is a former PGA caddy, so he knows what good grass looks like. If you'd like to take your yard to the next level, then hit up Josh and his crew at A Caddy's Touch Landscape. 501-794-2770. Call today.
Okay. Well, I'm going to kind of give a game ball to the selection committee for not falling into the whole Notre Dame trap. It's hard to battle against, they say you can't fight City Hall. Well, Notre Dame feels like City Hall when it comes to college football. And listen, I have a lot of respect for the program. I'm not a Notre Dame hater, but I don't think their resume stood up to the other resumes that they were facing off against. And if that's the way it's supposed to be considered, is who's got the most worthy experience over the season. While I think Notre Dame could beat any of these teams in here, Christian maybe disagrees. That's fine. I think they got it right for the most part, under the parameters that they're stuck with, Obviously, jockstrap to the system because it's a joke. Anyway, game ball to Iowa State Cyclones, who went on the road and beat Purdue 81-58 in West Lafayette this weekend on Purdue's home floor. Take that, Matt Painter. You better stick to Splatoon, Painter, because you ain't no good at basketball no more. Just kidding. Game ball to Jeff Kent. Holds the record for home runs by a second baseman. Got elected into the National Baseball Hall of Fame on Sunday. Named on 14 of 16 ballots by the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee. 2 more than he needed for induction. I don't really like Jeff Kent much, but he's a hell of a player.
Wasn't even the best player on his own team?
That is true, but he was a steroid-free one, though. Allegedly. Anyway, I'm going to give a game ball to the Saints. I don't know why they bothered to win, but they did. They beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers yesterday. There are so many teams that I expected to roll away with their divisions this year that just haven't. What is going on with the Buffalo Bills? They did struggle to a victory yesterday, but the Ravens fell on their face, jockstrap to them against the Steelers at home. Come on, Baltimore, have some respect for yourself. And I got to give a jockstrap to injuries and Achilles tear for Daniel Jones. That's why you can't have nothing nice. Indianapolis, sucks for you. That's a bummer.
Jockstrap to missed on a coaching hire, or retention, that is. I would have liked to see Eric Mateos stick around. I think when you talk about one of the most improved groups on the Razorback football team, undoubtedly, in my opinion, it was the offensive line. And then the numbers add up. They were the number 1 ranked offense in the SEC last year when you go out to the power ratings, and so rankings, that is. And so wish they would have potentially kept him around, but they're bringing in 2 new guys, so it is what it is. Another jockstrap to the Cleveland Browns, 2-point conversion at the end of the game, and you take your quarterback off the field. And then the play itself, my guy Jenkins from Ole Miss, who transferred to Ohio State.
Quinshawn Judkins, Tim?
Yeah, Judkins. What are we doing?
That was an ugly play.
What are we doing? Just awful. Christian?
One last jockstrap here, if I may.
Oh, okay.
Kentucky fans.
Oh.
You get what you deserve. You reap what you sow. And maybe you're familiar with the song Karma Police. Well, they came and they cuffed you. They got thumped this weekend on a neutral floor in Nashville by Gonzaga. And not to say that Gonzaga is not really good, because they are. But you guys ridiculed and made fun of John Calipari as he left town. And you celebrated Mark Pope like he was a second coming of Christ. And now you guys are sucking butt, and that's what you get, you turds. So fight me, Big Blue Nation, and you can go straight to basketball Hades. Have a great season, suckers.
And let's be real, Nashville is not a neutral court for Kentucky.
Yeah, you're right. It's a de facto home court. You still got your asses kicked. Anyway.
Bad season for Kentucky. Their best player is out. I'll give him a little bit of grace, but not that much. Game ball, like you said, Iowa State taking down number 1 Purdue. I will give another game ball to Momcilovic, who has been lights out this season, 54% from 3, 54% from the floor.
Nasty.
Yeah, he's been shooting that ball.
He made 8 or 9 the other day in one game.
Yes. There's been 2 teams since 2000 to have 3 All-Americans in one season. 2002 Duke, 2021 Zags. Iowa State's got a chance with Moncilovic, Lipsy, and Jefferson.
Yep, you're right.
I like Jefferson. I think he can play at the next level.
He's nice.
Moncilovic probably can't do it. But Lipsy's working against size.
Yes.
But jockstrap, I'm going to give one to the Commanders. They lost, which is fine, but I don't like the way that they lost. It looked like they kind of gave up.
Oh, Christian, ugly.
And also, Jaden Daniels should not be playing. There's just no reason.
I agree.
And he goes out there and he gets hurt again. There's just no reason to play him. We suck. We have returned back to our rightful place in the NFL Pantheon, right there at the very bottom. We are a cellar dweller.
He's not at the bottom.
He's off the deep end.
Oh, my God. You guys are looking down.
We're barely looking down. We got
Saints.
3 wins.
Oh, we stink.
So do we.
Okay.
We could have
Weren't
a
they
stink
bad?
off playing each other.
Really, really good, and now worse.
Oh, you can't survive injuries.
Yeah,
I mean,
we've had so many injuries.
It's
and
a health
Ertz
game.
tore his Achilles or whatever. His career.
Oh, that
probably
sucks
over.
for him. Yeah, jockstrap to injuries on that one, too. I hate for him to go out like that. That stinks.
But at least I have OKC, which game ball. They're 23-1 on the season, and they're a historically good regular season team.
Well, now they're winning without
SGA. the
SGA. I mean,
Jazz.
God, that's ain't fair.
Also, jockstrap. I'm going to give one Chiefs. Is it over?
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
Yeah.
The era is done.
By the way, tonight's a big one. A really good Monday night game, but it's we talk about the Chiefs being done, but I'm telling you, the Chargers were the team that they try to shove down our throats that never became what we thought they could be. Tonight, if they lose to the Eagles, it's over there too. I mean, this is a big one for them. They need to win this one at home.
They can probably make the playoffs while losing this one, but they're not like an upper echelon team like they were made.
What'd you say?
The Bolts still have the best unis in the league, though.
They do. They do look nice.
That's
cool.
They'll
be hanging up in their locker rooms
They
soon.
look great.
Yeah, they will. All right, anything else?
That's it for me.
Look at us. We're right on time. All right, we're going to hit a break. We got a guest coming up. We're going to talk to Peyton Henderson, who is the esports director here at the Arkansas School for Sciences, Mathematics, and the Arts. Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. ASMSA. Yes.
It's hard.
It is.
That's cool.
Right on his shirt, though,
it's
now.
easier
Thank
when
God.
you see it.
Yeah, it is way easier.
Yeah.
You want to know what a cyber dolphin looks like? Check out your
Yeah,
video
it's pretty cool.
camera right now on our video stream.
You know when Dr.
you,
Evil
Christian.
said, I want sharks with lasers on their head?
Yep.
That's
Freaking
pretty
lasers.
close. Yeah, that's
Yep,
pretty close.
That's exactly right. Dolphins with laser beams are even better.
That's what he has.
I see this.
Oh.
I see this. All right, let's hit a break here as we do want to say about our friends at UAMS. And we just talked about a couple of unfortunate orthopedic issues that came up in the NFL this weekend. Those guys have full-time training staffs, but if you don't have access to that, like most of us don't, you go to see our friends at UAMS. Ortho Now, open and available. 801 Cottage Drive in the capital city, right off I-630, conveniently located. And I don't care if you live in Hot Springs or Fort Smith, it is worth the drive over there. There is no appointment necessary. You show up, they see you, they take care of X-rays on site, fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons, 501-686-TOSH, 501-686-8674 is the phone number. If you need help, any kind of injury or issue that you're having, don't wait around in pain. Go get seen today and be taken care of from our friends at Ortho Now. We're back in a moment in the zone, and maybe, just maybe, Peyton can explain to me what the hell we're watching up here and make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Centennial Bank presents Dan Hampton each week on Morning Mayhem. Centennial Bank. Strength is no accident. You work hard for your money. Keep it secure at Centennial Bank. Member FDIC.
This is SportsCenter.
In college basketball this weekend, Arkansas beat Fresno State 82-58. They're led by freshman Darius Acuff Jr., who had 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. Next up for Arkansas is a ranked matchup with Texas Tech on Saturday. Arkansas State beat Little Rock 90-78. They're led by T.J. Caldwell, who had 19 points. Arkansas State will face Rice on Saturday, while Little Rock will take on West Virginia tomorrow. Central Arkansas lost to East Texas A&M 75-68. They'll take on 17th-ranked Vanderbilt on Saturday. Nationally over the weekend, number 1 Purdue was taken down by 10th-ranked Iowa State 81-58. And Monday Night Football will see the Chargers host the Eagles with kickoff at 7:15. It'll be joined in progress at 9 o'clock after Live with Coach Cal and Ray Tucker's Outdoors. I'm Christian Weaver with the Buzz Radio Network.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We're in the big eating season when temptations are going to come at you from family, friends, and TV ads. Not to worry. You've got an ally in Central Arkansas, the Little Rock Athletic Club or the Little Rock Racquet Club. Both offering 50% off the joining fee from now till December 31st. Better to save big than get big. And oh, the variety of exercises you'll enjoy with your Little Rock Athletic Club or Racquet Club. In 2026, people will witness the fitness.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus, lots of fun choices. Like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Brand new players get a 100% profit boost just for downloading the Bet Saracen app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Hi, I'm Nathan Schulman with Schulman Theaters, and I'm excited to invite you to the grand opening of our newest location, Film Alley Breckenridge. Now open, and we've built something special for you and your family. A place where you can watch the latest movies, bowl with friends, let the kids loose in the arcade, and enjoy great food and cocktails, all under one roof. It's more than just a theater, it's a place to make memories. Find out more by visiting us at breckenridge.filmalley.net. From our family to yours, welcome to Film Alley Breckenridge.
Kevin Harlan here from Monday Night Football on Westwood One. Join me and Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner for a battle between two playoff-bound teams when the Los Angeles Chargers take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are 8-4, but have lost 2 straight. Chargers also 8-4. They're coming off a win. Don't miss it. Eagles at the Chargers on Monday Night Football.
Right here on 1037 The Buzz.
O'Reilly.
Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Premium Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines. Right now, get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $32.99. Limit supply. See store for details. Choose Syntec exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome back to The Zone. You want to get into the show? Text us on our text line at 501-661-1037 or message us on our live fan feedback.
About that time, 12:33 in The Zone. Back in Hot Springs, eSports Championships. We talked to the eSports director here when DJ keeps picking his brain. DJ aspires to be an esports superstar someday, but it's too late.
I don't lock in enough, you know?
Yep. This segment brought to you in part by our friends at Cash. After a long day of gaming, you need sustenance, and Cash is here to fill your belly. CashLittleRock.com, C-A-C-H-E, LittleRock.com is the website if you are interested in securing a reservation or you just want to peruse their menu. And you can also call for special event space, 501-850-0265, 501-850-0265. And if you are trying to lock in a specific date, for sure, at the end of this year or first quarter, you definitely need to get on that ASAP. Up to 150 people, great service, beautiful space. And for lunch or for dinner, where there's free valet parking, Cash in downtown, in the heart of the River Market is the place to be. Get on it.
When I would go upstairs at Cash.
Yep.
A little late night.
Yep.
After a night out.
Uh-huh.
They used to have these like individual-ish pizzas. Do they still have those?
Do not know this.
Oh, Justin.
That's a great question.
One of the best. I was thinking about pizza and games and stuff, so it made me think about that. We got to ask.
We should. We are joined by, Jason's hanging out with us, the director of admissions, and Peyton Henderson joining us. He is the esports director at the Arkansas School for
Mathematics, Sciences,
and Arts. And the Arts. Mm-hmm. And why don't you let me handle it? I just have to think my way through
You were looking for it.
It's in my brain. I've said it 15 times today. I got it. Yeah. I'll get there. Just leave me alone. Anyway, Peyton, welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, what are we watching right now? For those who are in on the stream, what's behind us?
We're watching League of Legends, the championship matchup.
How does one become an esports coach?
Well, that's a good question. I kind of just fell into it. I like video games, and the person before me ended up having to go somewhere else, and I kind of just said, hey, why not? I play video games. I like video games. Let's do it.
Yeah. What were you doing before this?
I used to work at Geek Squad.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Easy. Which location?
Hot Springs.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
I had an incident.
Oh, no.
Not Hot Springs, but you're fine. I'll tell you off the air. But Best Buy's dead to me. Anyway, all right, well, let's talk about what kind of preparation. I'm curious about the practice because what's the old saying, how do you get to Carnegie Hall?
Oh, yeah.
Practice. I assume that's the same way you get to the esports championships.
For sure. It's definitely a lot of practice, a lot of studying, really. I mean, it's almost like a classroom in a way. There's, especially in this game, there's so many different things that can be done here. There's metas, there's non-metas. It's really just a lot of studying and practicing.
What are they studying?
Usually they study the pros, so whatever the pros are doing, you kind of want to copycat that in a way. But sometimes that doesn't work because at different skill levels, different things are going to work.
Okay.
I was asking him about Smash Bros. Because you were asking about how do you go about picking the characters. Do you always fight with the same one? And I said, depending on what someone else chooses to play with, you may pick a character based off that, right?
To counteract it, yes. That does happen a lot in higher play. I've noticed here that, especially with my kids, they'll just pick somebody and get as good as they can with that. Usually, I'll tell them to do a group of 3, so they have some sort of counter if they need it. But in higher play, yes, you would normally counter pick. But here, we're not necessarily counter picking.
Once you lock in, then how does that work? Because what if they just go back and forth?
Right. So it's best of 3 each time. So they play one as a character. Let's just say Mario, for example. They play Mario against Bowser. Whoever wins that. And the next game, they're like, I'm going to play Luigi instead. They can swap just like that.
I guess what I was asking, because you've seen the stuff on baseball. If you have a switch thrower and a switch hitter, if a player 1 picks their character and lock it in, is that it? Because then player 2 may pick somebody to counter that character. Then can player 1 say, you know what, I'm going to switch to someone else?
Once you're locked in, you are locked in.
Ooh, interesting.
By the way, that's called maining a player. Maining a character is when you auto-lock just one character. It doesn't matter what nobody else picks.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Didn't know. Look at
I think we're making up words now.
Great to know. So what about I'm just curious, like I'm watching Smash Bros. And just all I see is people flying around. What's the strategy in that game?
Well, in League of Legends, there's a lot of different strategies.
No, League of Legends I get, but Smash Bros. I don't get. I'm watching 2 guys flip and flop around like any other face-to-face game going way back to like Double Dragon back in the day. It's like, what are we doing?
It's a lot of combos. If you've ever played Mortal Kombat, it's pretty similar to that. There's a bunch of combos you can learn. Some of these kids, I have kids at levels that I can't even understand. They're hitting buttons so fast that I wouldn't be able to process it. But it's really about combos and knowing where to be at what times. There's strategies of blocking somebody and making them always have to be off of the playing field, I guess is the best word for it. But there's so many strategies.
So with a team game like the one we're watching here, do they practice together? They practice individually as well?
Preferably, I would have my team practice together, especially when we're prepping for a big game like this one would have been. But I also tell them to practice alone because either way they're getting the practice in their role. And when they are playing with their team, they're getting practice communicating and teamwork, etc.
How big of variances are there in game to game? Like, how much are they completely different games every single time, or are there a lot of similarities?
I don't think there's a similarity at all. If it's a good team going against a not so good team, then it's going to be the same every time. But in these higher leagues and better players, the games will be completely different. I know, like, we played last week against, funny enough, Haas Hall. They're the ones that got us out of semifinals.
Say it again, the school?
Haas Hall.
Haas Hall. Now, Christian, I've never heard of this school. It's in Northwest Arkansas, apparently. Have you heard of this school?
No.
Okay. We're all learning some things.
Yeah. But they that game, there was a bunch of similarities. Like, the first round, we won and, beat them out of the water. And then the second two games, it was the exact opposite. So it's really different.
Okay. So we were talking earlier, and there are going to be certain people listening that are like, look, is it football? Is it basketball? I do not care.
Right.
But we talked about the benefits for these kids because, again, some of these folks may not have the athleticism to play, an athletic, like basketball or football or traditional sport. But we talked about how important these activities are for kids and keeping them engaged in school and life and things that, again, they wouldn't be doing anything if they weren't doing this. So what have you seen in your kids and the importance of esports?
It really is important. The amount of teamwork and communication skills that they're going to learn in the environment that we have. I have kids that are learning how to set up OBS and streaming and casting. And, there are so many opportunities in esports, even when it comes to – it's not just playing video games. In the end, it's really not. There are so many learning opportunities.
Yeah. Absolutely. I know that nobody gets anything done on their own. I know you guys have had some good sponsors that have helped make your team possible.
We have. Allen Tillery has helped us out a lot. They are what has made esports possible here at this school, and it is amazing. I really shout out to them. They have really been the best. I couldn't ask for a better sponsor.
Is there an off season for esports?
So we do a fall season, a spring season, and then we're done.
Totally different games or same thing?
So AAA games switch each season. So, like, this season we have League of Legends, Smash, and Splatoon. Next season's going to be Rocket League, Mario Kart, and there's one more, and you caught me.
It's okay.
I'll remember it later.
You get some time to get ready. Yeah. But the kids work, I assume, year-round, like they're playing year-round.
Yeah, usually.
Do they go to other competitions outside of the school stuff?
So last summer, right? We went to Hawaii. We were invited to
did we?
We were invited to a invitational. Had people, it was international. We got second place. We should have had first. There was a losers bracket, and the losers came back, and they got us. As I said, there's a ton of differences in
what
these
game?
Games. League of Legends.
Okay. But you go on site to play?
Yeah, we went all the way to Hawaii. It was very awesome.
That's cool.
It was a great experience. Once again, it was another thing where there was plenty of learning, communication, teamwork. It was amazing.
We talked about competition within, like, for Arkansas football, for example, right? There were some people, the backup quarterback's always very popular. Like, let's see the backup. Starter's not doing a good job. Do you guys have competition constantly within the team where guys are fighting or gals are fighting for that top spot or one of the top 5 spots, I guess?
Sure. Yeah, most definitely. It's really a lot similar to football when there's like a lot of times there's a varsity and there's a JV.
Yeah.
For my team, Smash specifically, I have an A team and I have a B team. If I notice that B team, somebody's doing amazing, I make them 1v1 each other, and whoever wins gets moved up.
I like it. That's the way we settle things.
It should be like that, like a little.
For sure.
Is it even possible to do this remotely, or would they worry about cheating if you're not on site?
Well, cheating is a pretty big issue in the video game world. For most games, at a high school level, I've never ran into it, so remotely is really not that bad. When we did the Hawaii Invitational, we did most of our games remotely. The finals were in person, which we didn't have a single issue there. So a lot of the times, if everybody's a good sport and there are coaches, etc., then they can hold them accountable.
This may be a dumb question, Peyton, but is connection speed, is that ever a problem?
Not here. We have ran into it from other schools. We're very lucky here to be on what we are on.
If they have a problem, you just go, hey, sucks, sorry you lost.
No. I try to reschedule. There are times where I just can't because space.
Yeah.
I have other games playing. It's just not going to work.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I try to get it rescheduled the best I can.
Is this a full-time job?
No. I do this and IT.
Okay.
So I'm also an IT guy. So.
I gotcha.
Yeah, we're fortunate to have Peyton's a great coach for us. Students love him, but he is an IT professional here on our campus. Another thing that he and I both have been advocating for, we're excited about. So in 2028, we'll be opening a new fitness center on our campus, and as a part of that fitness center is going to be a new esports arena. in that facility as well. So really excited about opening that here on campus soon.
Yeah, what's that going to look like?
Awesome.
Like in the round, we're going to have like big screens. What do you expect?
I'm thinking more of like it's more of a lab, I think.
Yeah.
Computers, maybe some mounted TVs on the side, just more space.
A lot of Cyber Dolphin graphics.
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, this is a pretty darn good setup in here. This is what's this room typically used for?
It really can be a multi-use facility. I mean, just Saturday, we had a preview day. We had about 200 families and students that from all across the state that are here finding out more about the school because they're interested in applying for admission. And then on Sunday, we had a choir concert in here. And then Monday, now we've got an esports championship. And tomorrow night, we've got our Christmas band concert. So bam, 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 bam.
No doubt. And when do the kids go home for Christmas break?
They will leave, I think, December 19th.
That sounds right.
Is their last day. They'll be finishing up and have a nice break. Everybody will enjoy some holidays at home.
Do you guys model more high school or more college? Like, are you out for a month or you just have a couple weeks, or how does it work?
On that academic calendar, we probably mimic a little bit more of like the high school. But in so many ways, we are also very much like a college.
No doubt. Absolutely. Well, cool. Well, listen, congrats on your success, and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
Glad you got out of Best Buy.
Me too.
We're going to take a break. It's 12:45, and we will come back and wrap things up. We've got our What's on Tap coming up next. It is a really, I think, pretty important and should be entertaining Monday night game tonight. I'm sure there's some college basketball too, but Christian will fill us in on the other side.
And before we go in, I want to also tell you about my friends, Alan LeVar and his crew, LeVar Law. You find yourself needing a personal injury attorney. It doesn't matter if it's a car accident, truck accident, bicycle accident, dog bite. Doesn't matter what it is. You need some help, they're going to point you in the right direction, right to their locations all across the state. And Alan, I'm telling you, he's top-notch. Him and his crew, over 20 years of experience, $58 million in settlements to their clients, making sure that everybody's do what they're owed. All right? So once again, if you're doing your part, you're paying attention on the road, and somebody else ruins that day and puts you in a tough spot, that's where his team is going to hold the other drivers accountable. And it's all about trust. Like I said, we do our part. We do the vetting for you so you don't have to. And I'm telling you, Alan LeVar's is about as good as they come. So you need some help, personal injury attorney. All you have to do is head to their website. They made it really easy for you to check out their locations across the state. Just head to LeVarLaw.com.
I just found out there's no such thing as a real world. Just a ride, got to rise.
Make Jim's Razorback Pizza your game day headquarters. Known for their amazing thin crust and Detroit-style deep dish pizzas, but don't pass up on their wings that were voted the best by AY Magazine. If you're looking for a great place to watch the game and the most accommodating service around, visit Jim's Razorback Pizza at Highway 10 just past Taylor Loop and the second location at the Morgan Maumelle exit. Jim's Razorback Pizza, proudly serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years.
Ray Tucker with good news for enthusiasts of Triumph motorcycles. Honda of North Little Rock now carries the legendary classics and cutting-edge rides. We have the Bonneville Bobber, Daytona 600, the TF450X, the Stunning Evo Special Edition, and the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. You get the idea. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, if you've put off updating your bathroom all year, then now's the time to call Bath Makeover of Arkansas. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is a local company installing American-made products, including bathtubs, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is also proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Don't go into a new year with that old, outdated bathtub. Bath Makeover can install a beautiful, easy-access walk-in shower in as little as 1 day. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH during our year-end blowout sale. Receive half-off labor on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. Receive a bonus $200 Visa gift card with purchase and call Bath Makeover of Arkansas at 1-800-NEW-BATH now for a free $25 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Injured? Let's talk about getting help now.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888.
Whether injured at night, on a weekend, or a holiday,
dial 8 for Rainwater, Holtz, and Sexton.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
Bell & Schwartz Gentleman's Store has stores within a store. The Martin Dingman Lodge leather goods, accessories perfect for Christmas bags, wallets, gloves, socks, and cigar cases. Name brands Gentile, Cricket Razorback gear, Peter Millar Apparel, and Fiore Athleisure Wear. Bell & Schwartz Quality Men's Clothing, the only store with a tailor on staff for your custom needs. Bell & Schwartz, 1011 Oak Street in Conway, on Facebook and Instagram.
Coming up Monday on Out of Bounds, it's a weekend recap brought to you by Fleet Management Services. It's championship weekend. Arkansas High School Football Championships. Also college football, Big 12, SEC, Big 10, ACC championships from Power 4 and all Group of 4 championships. NFL, college basketball, NBA, combat sports, boxing, MMA. We'll recap it all on Out of Bounds, Monday, 1 to 4, 103.7 The Buzz.
Welcome back in the zone. If you like the sound of our voices, you should see our faces. Check our live stream out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. Now, back to the show.
It did not occur to me to ask because this is our first esports broadcast, but somebody asked, can you watch the esports finals for the state, which is what we're doing right now, and you can. It's on YouTube. Play Versus, look for that, and then I guess there's probably a high school for Arkansas. Yep. Just look for the Arkansas High School Championships link on there. League of Legends underway. We're about to get back to it in about 5 minutes here. But they've got commentators on there. It's a pretty cool deal. Wrapping things up here. We'll do What's on Tap here in a second. And we also have a couple of D3 auto sales things we want to get to. And I want to mention my friends at Gwatney Chevrolet standing by in Jacksonville. So if you are looking for a new ride, let me tell you something. There's a lot of things you could buy somebody else for Christmas or the Hanukkah season or whatever you want to do for no reason at all. Maybe you got a birthday coming up here in the next week. But buying a new car really says, I care, I would say. That's a pretty good gift. Nobody's ever said, gee, I really don't want that. Thanks a lot. Take it back. My friends at Gwatney Chevrolet are here to help. You help yourself. You know what? Sometimes you just got to get yourself something, DJ.
Yeah.
And maybe you need to get it for someone else. Maybe you got a kid that's going off to college or you got a kid who needs a new car for high school or whatever the reason may be. Bottom line is you're going to get a great deal. And they actually have some vehicles that are very, very affordable. If you want some brand new ones, got you hooked up, and they can get you on a payment plan, take care of you if you have a trade, and they're always going to get treated like family. So they definitely are feeling the holiday spirit out at Gwatney Chevrolet. I encourage you to go visit our friends in Jacksonville. Get off of the James Street exit, and you can see their entire inventory at GwatneyChevrolet.com. Christian, let's knock out What's on Tap, and then we will visit a little more here with Jason and get some last thoughts on our esports championship and their fine facility here.
What's on Tap, highlighting the biggest sporting events each day, is brought to you by Flyway Brewing, with locations in Argenta, Memphis, and Fayetteville. For more info, go to flywaybrewing.com. Fresh beer starts there. Follow the migration.
Well, you mentioned maybe some college basketball games, and there's really nothing of note college basketball-wise, but if you're really jonesing for some college ball, I guess you can watch Texas versus Southern at 7 on the SEC Network. That's about the only game that is of any note, which is not very good.
You got to be an addict.
Yes, tonight on The Buzz, live with Coach Cal at 7 o'clock. Following that will be Ray Tucker Outdoor at 8 o'clock. And then joining in progress, Monday Night Football, Philadelphia at LA Chargers at 9 on 103.7 The Buzz. You can, of course, watch that game on ESPN, 7:15 kickoff. That's it.
Pretty lean offering today for sure. All right, 12:52, and we got a few things here from D3 Auto Sales. I'm enjoying looking at Raptors forum during and after the Kentucky game last Friday evening. It was so pleasurable that I almost felt guilty, says Mike and Bryant, no doubt. And listen, here's the deal. I don't hate on Kentucky, but those fans of you that went after Calipari the way you did when he left town, you deserve what you're getting. You deserve it. And it's a great program. I don't think Mark Pope's a bad coach by any stretch of the imagination, but you guys deserve to be miserable for a while. It's just karma coming back to bite you. How did y'all miss one of the greatest college football upsets? Since 2011, an FCS football program has won 10 national championships over the weekend. The number 17 Illinois State Redbirds stunned the college football world. They threw 2 TD passes inside the final 2 minutes and overcame 5 interceptions to upset number 1 ranked and previously undefeated North Dakota State 29-28. That ain't no lie. And I'll tell you what, all the trash talk I had on the Ivy, Montana State had to escape Yale. Yale almost pulled it off again this week. So I will give a game ball to the to Yale and to Illinois State. That is huge. Yeah, to knock out North Dakota State. It was a wild weekend in the FCS. Should have given a game ball to the folks from Illinois. I told you about they travel better than most of the Razorback fans. So Zach, who lives in Palestine, you know Zach, that listens to the show, you met Zach.
Love Zach.
So he's at the Razorback game, and these people come in around halftime. Turns out they're from Illinois, and on a whim they bought tickets to go see a game, and they thought the game was in Fayetteville. So they go to Fayetteville, and they realize the game is not at Bud Walton Arena at all.
That's tough.
Zippity-doo-dah. They hustle down to North Little Rock, and they catch the second half.
Didn't.
They
Wow.
did. I love that. That's a game ball for sure.
That's interesting.
This person, Jeff says, Arkansas is up to number 17?
It's a big jump.
And Kentucky's out. What was Arkansas at?
25. They were 25 coming in, and then they went up. You beat the number 16.
They should be higher than that. I guess they do have a couple losses. Yeah. Arizona's number 1, your new number 1. Michigan 2, Duke 3, Iowa State 4. UConn number 5, Purdue, Houston, Gonzaga, Michigan State, and BYU round out the top 10.
Hey, Michigan's a problem.
Michigan's nasty.
May be the best team in the country.
Did you see what they did to Gonzaga and then what Gonzaga did to Kentucky?
I did.
Michigan's a problem.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Michigan's real good, and they're scoring a lot of points. They've scored 100-plus in 3 straight games, and they beat Auburn by 30. So, yeah, they're going to be a tough out, no question about it. I hate to say it, but Arizona's going to be really good, too, and that makes me sad. I'll tell you what, the Big 12 is really good. Arizona, Iowa State, Houston, BYU I just mentioned in the top 10, and then you've got a couple of others that are in there. But how about
Kansas,
Vanderbilt,
of course.
too?
Texas Tech.
Yes,
Oh,
Texas
hey,
Tech.
Arkansas gets their chance at 2 of those, Texas Tech and Houston.
Yes, all the good ones. Vanderbilt's now 9-0, and I don't know what they're averaging, but it's like around 100 a game. They're insane. What's up, Wes?
Hey, what's going on?
Hanging out with the esports crew over here in Hot Springs.
Yeah, I see that. That's fun.
What'd you think of the weekend in football?
Ooh, a lot of high school football for me. Did 5 state championship games Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and man, the couple things stick out. Bryant was awesome. Their defense was just nasty. Knocked out the starting quarterback on the first play. He tried to come back in, knocked him out again. Second string quarterback got knocked out at one point in the game. Their third string quarterback played a little bit, but Bryant's defense was great. They are just loaded with talent. See, Shiloh Christian upsetting Greenwood. That was a fantastic game, 70-50, your final score. Kane Archer goes out with a loss, his first loss in his college career in the state championship game.
High school?
Yeah. His first.
Feels like a college.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And let's see who. Joe T. Robinson, 9 turnovers in that game. Usually in the state championship games, it's a lot.
Plus, I don't need your whole show right now. I just wondered how you like the weekend. I mean,
I'm just
calm
telling
down.
You. I hadn't heard any high school sports, so I was just giving you a little recap.
Oh, we talked with Bobby Swafford quite a while ago.
I missed it.
This guy says on our live fan feedback, are we really talking about video games? Yes, we are. Listen to state championship games, says Alex, and the sexual tension between Josh and Wes was hilarious. They couldn't agree on anything. Josh does have a tendency to make you want to disagree with everything he says. Wes, do you know what you feel me?
Yeah, there was an obvious pass interference, and he was like, that's not pass interference. I'm like, when you're going up to catch the ball and the defender runs into you without his head turned back and looking at the ball, that is pass interference. He's like, yeah, he just barely got there a little ahead of the ball. I was like, but barely is all that matters. It's pass interference.
I missed a game ball, too, for Harding. Good win.
Yes.
And they passed 6,000 yards, new school record.
And a jockstrap to sending them to Kutztown. How wrong is that?
Ridiculous. What do you guys have going today?
Clint Sterner at 1:30 talking about the Texans and Chiefs game. I'm sure we'll get his thoughts on some of the hires for Silverfield. Joe Klein's coming in the studio. He was on the call for the game at North Little Rock, so we'll talk a little Razorback basketball with him.
All right, thank you to the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. We appreciate them. Great job hosting esports, and we are out of here.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital